se ehonum ena cases no ahyase friba na osise se the situation ni baby akwakodu coronavirus nsema akwakodu eya ye hu amagana ni nyina ye se Ghana fo asan ne so se protocols ni ye mfa nya dwuma enti ose delta variant no se de no a ena agye hini ewo mei emu a etetre kosa kokobo ena ode magana fo se yanhwe yi a ebetumi agye nsem wɔkyerɛ sɛ sesi a yɛ kasa yi nanka active cases no na ɛnɔhwe saa na bɛsɛ bɛ na wɔtwe anasɛ bosome baako mienu nanka yɛ 1600 sesi a meka na bu mpem sia ɛbu 6000 active cases no enti wɔbɛsrɛ Ghanafo sɛ sesi yɛ aban yɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ vaccine bɛba bɛduru na nya meduru yɛ ne deɛ protocols no na wɔsi edi so na yɛhye nose mask no na yɛkorakora ho sanya sa ebeye hu e de amaye nyina Dr. Patrick Kumabuaje e kyerɛ sɛ sesi yi no ukɔ framantam ukɔ bunu east mantam no emu a ɛhɔnom aba bɛyɛ new hotspots nanka yɛnim sɛ asante mantam no ne nkramantam ha ɛna nka hotspot no sesi ade akwakodu bunu ɛne bunu east ɛna Volta region ehu pa ɛde ma ɔman no enti wɔse ɔsrɛ yɛ ne ada yɛmɔmɔden na protocols no yɛni so ɔse sesi no ukɔ saa mantam a mebubu odin a active cases no ekonenim pa ukɔ Volta region as say 532 active cases na wo ho ukɔ bunu 200 active cases na wo ho ɛna afei ukɔ bunu east ho so 172 active cases na wo ho ɛna bunu east ɛhɔnom so de bro ha ni nyina no wɔse kane no na ɛnte saa mantam maybe wɔhɔnom kra no a for so many months nie na active cases bi ani ho nti sɛ ukɔ hɔnom a ayɛ din ɛwɔ hɔ enti wɔsrɛ Ghanafo sɛ COVID-19 protocols no a ebinom ayɛ wɔn adwene sɛ nyade a wɔn ebedi so no wɔsrɛ sɛ yɛnkɔso ani ni so na amofa no a demonstration course na protocol no wɔn de yɛ adwuma sɛ COVID no ayɛ hu
obi a fix the country
already Oman fixing
na more opportunity say more call demonstration more democratic rights yes more call
the picture dagger in terms of the benefit no smart
police for egu mrado mo kura mpu mamo this mamo koye afa mo koya mo fahwe akrata mo chokoma police for say police for mo kwan no mo protection mo fa kwa demonstration no omo ka ese say ya e COVID-19 protocols no omo chori na kuma police for
so mbedi so
mo ba so kai
ba
omo chori na so mbedi so enso
omo ni so
any atemi any diabo
any nsaguo egu nsanyira go so uwie nso a wasan be appreciate ni
now that's how the go no nsabe no o se dey
ofre kwa men krona samai na bia onyankopon kire e asamanfre ade onyankopon kire e asamanfre so okoye ebi
na me kwa abofa
na obia okofre Samuel samai okofre kwa men krona samai zo na okojira Pentecost so dey na tietie
now to praise and worship
na me amofa be kwa dem se be brothers obi a we nipa why wadwen se wo die kwa men krona e wo standard no na we feel wow
we are sana konanim
abofa obi a kwa men krona na ya wo standard for me we feel wa etim se wultimi nya de bia enjere kwa men kuma ye de Yesu Kristo kro bodo ba ye do beji yankwa no wakase be tan de ma eche no
ai pepe
wa abu wankasa
pepe
na what na branding modern world ubetimi aye de che kwa men kuma more than that
the man is enough and they free education call obi aye che no the whole country
na mo for no free education to say
yeah papa
some of not the self education the call it say and no obi aba ama the whole Ghana zameno kase nkwa more than 1 million and the whole school la Ghana by 8 million ebo ho kanyina more than 1 million according to figures of one mofa a free 2017 free education starting ya boka about 5 billion Ghana cedis more than mo pa mo the three northern regions that time a free 19 could hold babesi 2017 a car your ball that trend what images no coming kuma type of education you quantify scan now uber suffer yakopon no akwaje go for snap now you be jana about buttons abekam hey motomojo pa ni
no so de nyankopon chi wa
motomojo pa ni amofa na very interesting omo leader ba ko bi so bo from patch my send voice bi ama we say 1992 constitution ye say ye use no on tugu
ona hwan
it's about 20 seconds we meet about okay tugu we say omo de omanu ebi tugu na first usia ya first republic second republic third this is the fourth republic this is constitution in about say soldier for and the tugu say benya omo nya soldier for tugu na emranche de maba wo Ghana no edo man go to sa constitution egu
na constitution ya na ma kwa demonstration
na me nya sure say ma
dey dey na
say constitution na ka akwa demonstration
Omanfm
and no be busa na say okay say constitution na mo so perfofro and na mo pe amendment e de be na constitution mu a mo say mo mpe ai executive as president no or powers be breed do in no you need to say the power was so bad appoint chief justice no yema and is a president appoint chief justice be him na nka yema judges for e wo Ghana no mo na nka mo obi enyi me sama wo mo na mo appoint on say obi na obi me sama hwan obi benya
so it's a drastic discussion original baby no
obi benya
Omanfm
amofa etini nyina ka 10% 10 8 na ye ka no abayma 10% na obugini die no the new cool
papa
okoko wo
mesimi ni ase
what the ni show wo
se wo base nya untimi nkofa bi meka ho
what the ni show wo yes because amofa wo base no e na e betetre
pepe
omo na ti ase na so mo asampatre enuma ni ye omo na ti ase na wo cheche ngofu no wo cheche ngofu sa base no what if you don't touch down with the base amofa nkomai professor Tuku kan ka say there is no new coincidence in the world nkomai ye di ni a coincided with the celebration of the 29th anniversary of MPP.
Yes.
Grassroots the MPP do be so if you fail to touch base with them, you are no more. You are a goner.
Madam Helen Oma Abotre say Oma anya adwuma yo no so should also demonstrate na mo fan support to aban we so ka the same thing. I think say demonstration but baby I we no ene baby I nam sabre ni yare no do time mo ko to say am nipa no mo ho ma adwe so ogutrim enti wo de oni aso be ko no akwa you did that we betimi akọ no akwa
we be say we be say you guys are not bashing these face the country rules or the blatant disregard for the COVID-19 protocols crap. No problem. Said yeah, the best marker say Ghana full now, much what they did. I'm going to say, and I dream part of the carbon some demonstration. There's a bigger picture, so we try and good at it.
Mamen Kwamano so na yene Uraya Boabia Samoa, former member of parliament, the ma Denta Ne, or on the director of communication, the new patriotic parties in Colombia, you know, and a woho MPP and Yemfi Eduno Encono. Calculation no the way na Omanyan fee Eduno Cronafi de fix the country demonstration also at us opening match.
Yeah.
Boko dear.
Radinya kupon aye matum pi anopai.
Okay.
Na menaso.
Okay, yeah, that's papa say waje so. MPP anyam fie aduonu enkono a party no e celebrate. Calculation no yes every hin na bapem hinti e dey omoka so manyam fie aduonu nkron.
Yenya no na watwe a atwam no wukuada. That also do no watwe. Bosome nso no. Enti ye bere no a ehia no ye 1992 electoral commission e ma ye ho kwan e ma ye nkrata se e gina e na so se amanyoku na e be pim sa na wotwe na make na sada no na bibi e koso o ma no munti ye le si tu a cheka na ye so yeti ni ya fashion no ene tinye ne me si ye na wotwe na atwa mo wukuada.
So and that the other day a part of the celebration and question na me bisa any moon church, a woman tia, ama party no, and they abepim, Sabria, Manyan Fiat, you know, Jenny, no, at the same, abepim me.
Jenny, the Okaho, Ghana, a second, if you baby, and yeah, baby, you're going to, you know, and see, I'm a more, and then she say, any kind of fashion, the dear so, and won't come on the yeti. Now, a young comopia, said, and young commoner. It will be a moontam, it will be a yin. It will be a netting pa, with a few good united them. If you been, if you would put a son of much to me won't come on the yeti, and the quiet that to me, that to me, be my so. Now said, you're right, I don't want mind, and won't come on the yeti. Now, if you are Ghana. If you baby, you feel a brofo, a jay, a hokoy. If you're not a more so ye be Yenya can't be a mamu, Yenya, so ye two annual mamu, Yenya, to can be a mamua, ne diafra, ye war Mampenin, yes, I war, may the fixing him, Prime Minister. Nina, ye baby penya, and Nina. Na Yamin Chadi. The Egina Bessine, I friend of Fourth Republic, and the mere memoir, the Malinka be a memoir, Yensu MPP, a team be a dear him once, the Manke be a memoir and Casano. Eddie, if you do know, Uncle, Yatumaba, in plain watch. You can't be, and Nuntino, ye there, Radiasi, Eddie him say, Yansu, you can't be, young Koran, yes, you can't be, then for Mumu. Woman, a man from can be, a soft worker who be, a teacher for can be, a staff worker who be, Yenina, ye can be, and now, the mammy can be a mamma, Yenina, yes, yes, the MPP, no, ye quite your 2 women, and say, ye die, would be a man, don't pay us some more, a woman, not dumb, up to a swabber, a year, see him better, or mine, no, near so intimate, near Monche. In pre no sooner, Mampanico for obedi few watches. I will call ya and ne, the Mampanin another Danko for also only feel our Bakika on watches so. Ye can say, be a hanwa. MPP, but to me, Mono, Yayama, Akasiakasi. It is share or mine anymore. Ya shall see a crown and penny for pa. Omania Bri, Muko, a Jumayu, a Shassia Pahano, Osha, your boy, and money can be. I'm a mua for who take a sea, Jesse, young high yang, Yamamu.
Meteon Kappa na Onam se bibia distract you kakra. Mamintiu.
Aha. See, make us say, a version, pay you for power, one more die and one would be a name. I said, every city, now you mean, ye showman, you know, ya bobo, the Nippon doors make us in the bar, a free park grant, ABC, and next. To inform Diana, Mikasami would be a same basin to India, a woman, you better than the Tioba in Anka. Then what she know, a Juma Mampanico for the year, a man was a is custom, and no more the buy, okay, only do found a redenomination, as such that the economical middle income. As I said, Nema or Mampanico for you an economy, Magana Ginar Nash, Cuckoo, Yemo Bay, Yema Street, if you just cuckoo, a human science baby for Fokra, Okoshe, social interventions are yeah, Yamini, any chai, and neck, Ama, Fahubia back. Apomudimwa nanka eni okra nanka edi pa so na dwuma oye no gina brand ebisine free maternal health care or the buy livelihood empowerment program this so nkrofo asene enumi ade capitation grant school feeding it's a IP or the buy infrastructure obeye no me ade nti Osha, na no ye no. Di abato Ghana. E had the case pa. Assistant ya bravo ko piece. Sa no man penina na so abeto so. Ni pay sui. Uko economy mu bibiti say interoperability. Odiaba. Bibiti say Africa Free Trade Area odiaba. Bibiti say automotive industry odiaba. Bibiti say if anything 15 million people the African tax base never Nigeria Ghana idea yen Nigeria nyetom between two mbosem afesi nyina ebetua to binti betua kakaka yentu yentantu no de fidi nyina ebeche tua ntino ebemamu ayefe wo hwe social intervention tra free chese odiaba ebesetse Ghana afibo so wo hwe napu de buy ni ma onu so wabeye no ni mbepia esa Ghana na impo uko elections MPP ankasa MPP ku na ankasa won die ene anode akukudro ode wura elections sachayimu ama elections sha ase ani etunu sumu dai kebisi na adaka tu na nkwa akwhye ho ho no bia betama dwane no ni ade ni nyina atwamu a ene etini ko gina ho na so santini eto aba muda ho fine fefefe obi a gitu se ayekama yeka ho bipa yekasa yenhihye yense free pick ballot box in transparent yense ID card in colored fedi biometric ya no odini ye ni so ahye na se kura de kese pa aban na ye na na do ni se 2020 election onu ko ani tue ni nyina aka ebi nsida ya ba ya to nyina ni nso ne dikan ni nyina abrofo so yasini asa ne timi ato we covid pension ne ho chiri yen na do timi boan enye ska tua election ni nyina na ho ka ye dikase pa chese waya eno chini je ho nko anu gina o sentimi ma egoku no trans bi nkomo ma ne political vigilantism do na tekura mraba na ko kase ko tu hu bia hu bi se hu ko ko fo na ona wa beti so o titi wa na semot nti insache ya aban ye jiti eso pa na ba o ma imu ne covid azo ku yin kura ni dominipi jipin se kendi ana nabu edi ba ye biasi covid afa nan biasi afa nan na kendi odi ba ye no biasi agia to afa ni ama sa hwisi enhye no so obi afi so na nabu ne kan se wonu die se eni pabu na wase kwade obo ni kwa na hoka na ekaba sa ni kwa no obo ni hoka ama na ti nkwanu no onu na dwuma ye de beye ni atika no sa isigido de ba de biasi afa na nyina no bia de ye covid nti aban nyina wo mo bo covid hoka o man tra wa nka se ka bebanti ni man krofu o mo ye hyeya o mo gwen o mo krofo esisi o mo ma covid no koi afi na aban nyina tena se hwe e ko ndo faso asisi ka e mo nipa no o be ye dwuma maka no ya tem o mtiasi o mtino o na so se de Ghana ne ye sa boya baso se o ya sibo ye ko ye nim data na ye goof tiko from 0.4 no and Ghana ye can make a clear yes for any now must have pigi o mu a mu ko minimum 10 my goof do 4.7 covid me kura yin to asie emi nti ya yibi ya some Ghana mai ya yibi nti ya dise bia ni se dom so edofu ye sumai daboko abrasie city na o madum yen ni atoa so asomwo mo se bibia ye wa ba mu bia yesum eda so bibia ye wa ba mu bia ye bi hye kese ba esakira dompi ya brabo bibia ye wa ba mu bia yesiti asembi wo hono ni ya kwa de bana no hina ko fodi mu mo ka yesiti ni yefi ho se be ya obi a ho behind no ye dia ho brasie eni som ene ba amamu na eno nene ko she ho fa wa frame no pay
Ora about be no maka say mo story mo wa ensem e wosem kapa 29 years enfie no bi ewo mbabu no dodo no ano behwe ne sa abere kura no mo ebi omo esusu anom ne ade binum kura so ne yan wo no binum ka se kwan a mo fa so ka mo asem se MPP for no e wo form san se ne amo ya mo man no enka be den se obi foforo betumi abie na no aka se e pa ban a na political party onya dia the New Patriotic Party.
No, you bet you, you city, quite on the first one, but you bought that they would be a book. They will near almost in kind who said, yeah, you mean a bed in the Panabrabu. Said it. Oh, she are nest, now you found you mean 2012. Now, maybe by 2017, I may forward you mamma. Isn't the body which I will say, my forward you mamma. And I will be seeing for now, who say my forward, you mean this and the boat which home say, then a mafa or colonel you mamma. So I asked me a funny pa, it will teach him. Saa ya fani pa wo immigration, ya fani pa wo soldier, ya fani pa wo police, ya fani pa wo abandonment, kriafo, ye boa wo planting for food and jobs, fertilizer, ukukuku mu a, sisiya ye ni kuku mu, mass spraying, any other ekni pa ridie. Year of roots, uko fichi ekwanya ya, tebi wo fi ye ni kwanya enna ho. Yemfi tukwan be yemfi biasa Diana ni awukotena wirem ho a ekuru enyi abeto na ofie kwan ni ye ene baby pi ho abekwa afichi kwan MPP yekuso ama na ye fefe utisa kwan no ho a sebi yo ye jitu se bia de wo no form na wan kasa so wani tua de ekoso se no ye pensioner na se ukona se ufuo djuma pa ye yenti ni du pepe uko wa ho jimu na otimi kwache pension no mo se wo so watinka if you be able to maybe no enye omo ba enye omo fasia enye omo bia na ye omo bibia sebi wono so wo pay free SHS ana wo tingada ana wo bivi na watin kan so say obenya loan a won fa guarantee enko atwa ni school so e wo university na ye ni me so so pa abrabo ene chai ene utifia utimedi phone ekoji menim so bi obaye fa bia na odi phone be kai ni card for bia no o mi se MPP ne boa no e ma ni ye so hia se be kai no ye be kai no sa na wo ko di passport wa ene wo mre go boy pia enuska wa se wo ko online no you bi bia o driving license to ko online wa you bi bia ama o ha o no ko license officer kanin ranka you hope the ni na so online dia bad uti studios say o for phone na be so sika you bitimi abọ papa na ewura o bank adani sika amame na me makoji wo ko gina line en sorry mfo trotro en san ko si emboka en ko line mu fi line mu kura bia no bia tete wa bai kurasi gira ko so aji sika o te fa ko no waye na ya dia e be di mi pana brabo e kan mi pana vidie nti mi pana donwa o mi tina wo ka che mi se o mo si aye ne mepi e de mi hu si aye ne mepi e se ka o ma brabo o fa e ka o mu abrabo nti mi pana wo sa de na ka wa brabo no se wo si se bi ye nti mi mo ne de wo yi nti ye na pe wi nchewa ya ya ka de be boa ye na ye no atrasi ni a kire o ne ma ya mawa wan ka se mu hwam a ye mfa so de mawa ntino ya mamu emu hwam a wo se wo toa ye so ni tina mamu mu sa se bi bitina ye ne ma ahodo aboa na sachira wa brabo na sachira Ghana nti ya ti se de bunu to si ne wo fom a ya be yiri ya ho city amamu na ye bu no ye wa ya ho si ni bia yi ye ni po edi be bi wo ho a funso aba be bi wo nso ayedin enso ni ye be yiri ya ho ye nti de mo be kan bia ni be ko agenfin e be ti na sukam ya he kwa be fa so a ya ye ni mu no MPP for ni ya bu ni fa e bia mi fa si hu how bia ye ntu bi fa to si aso e si ntina sa we wo ni na ni bu mai tinene afashe no ye da ubia so mo ka bi e na o mai ne kina yan fie duru ko ne ye nko ani aye MPP tiasi efise yenye aka Oman no yebumra na yenye na yetiasi yebumra na epeja abamu we bae no na constitution no ti asofo tichafo anesifo kuyafo bia chefa wu na de na gina ne da yenye na ya hwase tuntu ye MPP ni ugidie so ye MPP ni ugidie se wakoji sebi tumi krata kra FNDP ho a kyerɛ ampa wo di ugina na so ye MPP ni wasebie ni wasodi ene se wankasa yɛtwa wo ho ahyia no a wohu sɛ ɛɛfɛ no ade nsakyerɛ abato mabrabɔ mu no woso bɔfo ntawu minimum pipifoɔ pii hɔ a ɔmo police station secretary ɔmo ntam ɔkora ɛnim sɛ ɔmo police station secretary anaa wohyia bi da wohyia bi da enti ɛno nso gye sɛ me national communication director mebigyina wo ka sɛ ɔwura woyɛ police station secretary asane mabɔ MPP wo ntawu ɔho ne ɛmɛkyɛ ɛnti baabi a ɛni sɛ ɛbɔɛ ho abɔ mfia ɛwɔ si ankasa no yɛgye tom sɛ atesa yɛyɛ no ɛhwɛ atena yɛyɛ so Ghanafoɔ ani yɛnso yɛ Ghanafoɔ nti yɛka ho asɛm a yɛnya kokoduro ni yɛnka ne yɛntwɛn ansa ne yɛntra sɛ sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a yɛahyɛ ne ma sɛ wɔnde ɔbɔta wu ne kyinkyini a gye sɛ ɔno ɛna bɛbɔta wu no ansa ne yɛhunu ansa ne yɛate ɛfiri sɛ yɛbɛbɔ ɛnso ɛyɛ nnipa yi deɛ woyɛ deɛ niaa yes, we did a friend. The two seems to say, we didn't be saying, dear William, and Sonny. So, what? I didn't show you. Look me and you. Let's wait here. A foot was every day. Need to be taken. Said it, at least one. You ain't found the issue about Pania. I want you. Better than your Bopani issue. The bullshit there. Me a sow yard. If they would every to we baby, a bit messy you come. And yet, me too for so them. Now, say the to see be a near rain, near Yana. And you're a jet too. Okay, now you was here, you be a near.
But was I pay communication director, New Patriotic Party? Nakopon so enka edin ede ya bo aben asamoa na yene no edin commandant ye be call MPP national headquarters na yakwakodin common so ede afriwa kwiasabia crop makati aye krado big man capsules fine care limited for their baby so ya milima for na dano dog anope memoache wono mo kire say no afei ya tum nchine pa onya big man capsules ne bia ebo ama osisi yare akose be ma no na ma watumi agina wo nice wo mo cool capsules no so ya adwuma te se nkonya no na afei wo your banso a ladies capsules no ebesiesie o kama no wono ma ewo asthma obehia kodesh powder no bi ya emaurin fine capsules ne akeka ho nyina no onye bia ekoyie enti okọ kan shi drug lina wo se bedema garlic mixture yede prekesani wo afra no aginu aka no bi nyina nso e dia kan ya afra 0248 288 288 Marin Fike JK Company Limited ni omomoton enkwada ne ma edisua de Ghana JK one more mathematical sets pencils ene ne ma tetesa afi offices and so 5-star A4 ni A3 papers ni other papers amu su nyina no JK4 ene dodo no abesom wo fresi emfamre wa akwanya ho 0540 125999 0540125999 eba ebibidro pabia ya ene yade egusi immune system a tabia wonoma ewa ma no ne muntie ni yi unya tabia wo mo heba mixture ne bi na ode atato so ho na unya heba capsules no ebi nso a eboa eti umoja ni nyina na abudi e wombia no eyi na afri muntinya heba mixture unya zen care no bi nso a no nso eboa ebusu immune system no papa adwono din eye tabia frezo 24368661 mo ama no ko pebito na enso ya kwa sabia crop makafi ewo the national headquarters New Patriotic Party asabia bokodi
nyame adwo na bonanso
bokodi na ekoso
wo ba NPP atna ye kesi mu a aha mo efe papa fanya semketwa ye nyina nim New Patriotic Party NPP senya omo ahusuo kala omo kala se NPP for next year red blue and white so you see bright fa na na uba ha omo dia ye decorations am won sampa bibi cost ewa ha NPP amanye so na di entie aduonu nko a na dia pa poti ene mu gina so mutu de chia manufo e dia pa na se de akomo wo ho ente ti tru pa de de bamusa so wo hwe bra mo chia manufo se 1992 ene bra mo be power di kan no na se an chipi sa enti dia pa na ma e ho ya so mo pisa Ghana so tu di o mutu na me ba he e ti type what do no anu mo aba ti so mi ni se ne atwetwe wo ye wa manufo mu no omo be baha no mo no ma ba kasa entire ye ne exercise for the one one kasa no me why dia kasa na church me mami ye ne telephone bi so tete komo na ye nze ne wa ma yoko no a e ma oma ani agbe ho sa ni wa me ta cho be di en people e ya mo da we do the same
e fa mi kisi edu
we were position for ma yoko no na we foot soldier
my year party office 29 years in the ba office have year juma 22nd October 1992.
Wow.
Meda party office as a party officer, official.
Wow. Na mo office kesi na haya na wo.
There be na wo kokomimle the whole MS party here kokomimle party no ye wo ho year 2005 and I ba as a campaign 2004 campaign officer and the Baha, and she no and head officer, and the Baha.
Can you walk me to a senior like as a party? No, see young one or joining you.
Yes, I think don't come here and start make a way the Baha just a time of me card as official member of the party. And then, 1992 now, you see us now, and June 1992, October 27th.
What do you? Na sabe no na manukun kaye wo ho edie na ye be kan se bofu me attractive etwe wo ba MPP amayoko
me say MPP ni party edikan fo na ni pa wo mo wo enhwiade hu bi soro koma oman Ghana ye ni pa wo pa kadiba men kandi wo tumi wo bi a wo kawadwen wo pa so bi a betuma kire na dwen na me hu ni pa bi so wo a no wo mo ni pa abrabom wo bobra po nim enti me hu se me ho dom se ni pana wetu se bi dia fu wan chan apart from that governance no so wetu se bi dia ma no so da che wetu ma bobra po nim nti ma me di achi na me di achi so na ni na nyu me ho ye even when we are opposition pa me ni je say me da so dom MPP because me dim say MPP e de betuma boa oman Ghana amo man na tuma ko nanim na ya dan na so fi omanpani kufo emero so 8 years ye hu ye nyo ma kufo de ba ye no di ni ho ye de ba ye ya ne ho na ye yo no di ni ho no ya ba na ya de ba emma man no anya mfaso e wo so
waka say ye mami ni mi abeba yin so kasa na me sama odi me ba cho wo de say
your friend Abdurrahman Hussein.
Who were position your party and how can we project?
Say me no Kasedi. Me na me administrator Eduma National Nasara Wing.
Okay.
As also National Nasara Coordinator. Personal assistant.
Okay. Na idea na wo NPP when say mo wani je ekoi ho ka.
Me da say I'm say kakra me krafa ho ni say ye share among you ye Ghana Hanoma. Ye mubinum ye ni fino. Ye start this NDC and NDC particularly. And if we but like I said, I started following politics from 96 and 2000 election Omanfm dada Omanfm dada kufuo the normal the betu ja edidu Oman no enyome bia share ye mubinum crime even as na ye di party nichi no inya we she bi say ye de ho edom party no fully ebe ye party no bapa ewo mfaso a ibe nya bi
na wo ye nasara ni na kese we obi a wo free achiti efon wo ya me ataka se achiti for no do me NDC for adan no wani ankoji NDC ho na wutumi ja ni na ho ba
enoni Yinta Ekoban and ma say it's in prove microphone wrong. In fact, a perception be uncrophobia a criteria. Now say share MPP about costing pa Ubeji say ye mama is clean north no. Ye can't one mama ye start tradition no. Enti na ehube yi ase yi mu bi ni ye be yi ni na ya ma ye nko party ase party no enye se dia ya no ka no na party no ye party bi a ye nyina ye ka ho na ye party bi nso a ewo adwempama Ghana ye ne Ghana kanko
etuba mi nso se wunu hu okwa bia
never
honorable you near be maba ku bi or went to headquarters here ye kan say be entutu djuma what team ya wo ye bia da bia wo ye na me ba hai o fa blog we no dia photo so we no dia photo and na 29 years one of my minister bi ka who did the same Joshua Amutinga I didn't know when the GNP to Musa.
The entity the PHS on factory, we white number with the Amaye, the energy Ama Akufadu, only number with the Amaye. Only the number of grandma and fat. Oh, never saw the hand. Because you are not maybe a bear man to Banasu a buy here. Banasu, I want to say, I'm on your free at the Wakuma show will be a new what you do, Banasu, and that's 29 years. We back at a dear portrait, a tree would be buying to Kamanu. Manusia Omanfm and Jende that one that can see my MPP Amanuku. And can think a Nipa Kababomuno, we see the brand team. Na esi nipa tuba bobra wo hwe na hye MPP Amanuku we di inu eme na ebetoye na eme na party so na ye mamanom ye papanom edom na nye so modom kekinti omunim MPP MPP party edeba ma Ghana omanhye minya sabia se ye fa enhye fa abato ntem ho a ye Ghana ha odin hye papa aba abwa kebi manim kebi echen MPP all the electoral reforms ya Ghana ha obeko mfitiate na MPP aban na Ghana fa ho die GMP ye ma ye mu die MPP nkete Ghana fa ho die independence of Ghana no de be free ye nipa ehemu na omo fa ka omo go mu abe for me UP da be MPP no eno na ehemu nkwan to mu adwuma yen ko ndi ye maniti ho and Sawamo to Kafre woman so fit to look in a bois, which is a bit uncommon, which is a bit of Bilam, which is a good Kufa, which is Sani Pia. No more you look on mine of it. It's in a constant to corner, a good Yomokoton subject, a coming from other camp. And then the folder, extra Ghana and Kako, extra Ghana and Puntu, extra Ghana, family and Pompenso. Now, in the modern dispensation, and I say, you can bring Oshe amanyosem mentutunya MPP aban ebebiana unya abakwasem na ubetuni abodini akato ampa we enye MPP ne baya ekewu bidra policies aye bia ba wutuni ehu producer eba enye health insurance policy kokoma stem BMP na bakwasem da metro mass MP na bakwasem da enye free education MP na bakwasem da MPP aban so buketo yembo ati obiaka ya Habu I would do for now compared to the other political party. And you say Abriano, yes, MPP, we had the that to Amakana and Kankuji.
Honorable in waiting, but that's I will talk 10 months who had your cut of food soldiers. What you might do what of MPP at 29 years. Yana mentioned Komaka, or you might say, Yamiado, food soldiers for 1 year. Yamiado, Papa. Meaning, so 1 year Syria College, our MPP Amanuku, what company for you, and not 29 years to the Santa Cafe, dearly bum, Mamma, for myself, for me, they bore Amanuku.
Mekaiser, MPP no about 92. Your papa, Garocha. Papa Darocha na wono ena ebegina amanyoko nanim na omabiano na ebua no ke de ma NPP National Patriotic Party na okogina omo bade manchi no okogina ena okai se party be national daddy I say the new patriotic party it's the party na the mission ko it's the party what Ghana na ya color MSF ya ma na mo fe ya mi wonu die ya mi wonu so ade no it's also FPP no oba ye no ade bi e bo Ghana no ya FPP na de buy free SHS FPP na de buy free maternal care FPP na de buy health insurance FPP na de buy if you no policy dey bring metro mass school feeding say FPP there and now say omo demonstration ko may new nti omo dia dey so na e dey e bo memo it's na obesha amanoko ni na di baba mu na expectation no high because they believe say they are the part of the dream Ghana for him it's na yenya 29 years e ya mo wo amaye e ye ni je e ye adede say e ma ye tumi ye de atamanoko because sabaye ni no wo Ghana ha and Ghana dey tumi akoma no ne akoti no say be Ghana ni a NPP and na di bonti say na ma be dan kwaku for the buy one district one factory me no ka say why almost 160 factories said you 5 years o kwa nkoma ko benya 9 years no adia na na be dan kwaku for the we anya bi enti NPP there me ya ba sabia me to mo so na ma sorry me ya ho ho aso de my say
I don't know and ma ta Sylvia College come go ma mo de bo ma ni ko na me say 29 years ni some about so medicine me ba ye nte ma mo ke come mo bo mo say Sylvia College me say ye be ye ko ni da ta ma ni
see ye ya ma ni ko say e so attractive e ya dia o de betri mo e ya dia Ghana for este Ghana for ni to ho enti wo ye eduma prime NPP a o ni sika ho enti and nam so we apala na wo na so person ko jona amanoko bia ade di ka ba tunu first NPP enye sika so person ko di sika pa dia na ye tun tuma NDC because all the corruption there or homa but so person we need jina wo join amanoko na wo say ampa also wo de wo because they believe in empowerment okay it's no sha asabi amia ka sa me jina he and na ultimately ga ka e ko soro wo ti ase and penifone buama when is one who na dey eben NDC dey no mark one baby then the omo ko wi no ma bro bi everything say everything dey chrono dey enter then this is here it wo ye obi a wo tie mi na wo fia ma ni nya ba hu ho a say everything pe and dey timi abo and the nurses are never feel everything ba ye no ma dey omo en fe wo chechiche and then one who dey so for demonstration and so mo tie dia do and then NDC kan no ma ha ma ka ba be catch out yen tobia then so NPP dey kasa dem and go for the no be dey e kasa it we are proud say NPP members 29 years enye ibu ye ma ye ho ye ma ye ho happy birthday na nyame nshira ye funders a omo di party here dey e ba ye na ye mpani for na do dan for fufado yewra vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye national chairman yewra Fedi general secretary Samia Oku Mame Abraham Jofua na bi mu na me sira wo say mama amanyafuo yi ayese ayede na yebuso ekoye no sa me da say one bo say wo hwe ahan bi ayese enteni kwasa say ya wo moba senior security yet tight no so no enya san ketwa afi wo bi obegrum wa ha mentity headquarters dia no e wo say ye hwe so wo say no smart ya kese COVID protocols in there yet brother ko selbe use sanitizer enemy in ka ho never see make us say wa dey na we abem ni take wa be do have no so man kan kaka ni never ma ho to say e do be na be you don't jega 1992 the news sakaka but 1996 na me police na me VHS na me police station e was feeble to Petri feeble to Petri e ho na you da resort for ba wow nti na yes ko member and na me say party head office so na be ko member nti 94 95 me kwala eneja e start to say you be party na tisa na obia so ni say you da resort no we be party no ni pa na fi wa na ja nkwala yi di agosa wo party ni sa ama yi nya bibi bi ayewe
na ebia na ma wani ti GMP mo da bi na ma ni kon kaye wo ho ebia na etwe wo de ba nti ma ni kon ni
ye that kind of comes in bi ye nyi no na yira rolle abemu
and there was so. And now you need any political party there because time and demand party the bad is not the September feedback. It's not the new thing. Yes, that's to say, you know, not kuya na who someone. If you see your mamma, your program go fire, your money, your mayaka, and only your man in Naini. If you will say, Yea, I say, oh, you see, I did, the money called Maba. I'm a former political party. You say, Nina, say, not or a CPP. Let's not could be being said. Kauna minister was CPP, maybe get at the CPP. And so, no, you need it. But near someone nana new patriotic party nana watching and they to Yanamo Mokika era a big boy more Mokika and said no say the funny to my Pediafra. Not a memoir whom I yen so you bring that you papi the old room had ya. You know what say a dear Bobo and the new patriotic party. And now you can't send your name young Susan said you be a boy and you mean wash. And now you regret your tsunami to say. You very regret because Krumha will be from electoral reforms from programs that are here for a mobile for maybe the year of it. One way or the other, a new patriotic party. Even when we're in the position, electoral reforms are in party ya ni kujini ni akoko ni reforms ni ayo even when we are in power it's not to make court me ko nya reforms I'm a pray afa ni no pepra be arbitrary
na ene program ya eko si ubetumi aka bibi achi ye unim sa my best access omo ayen hwe omo nim so mbeba ene ne betumi
na me that we can organize no asa enu no pa be 60 na loha enu ami fiali kakra so wa uwe mu uhwe set up ni barrier na ejete Omanfm eni na BDC mi jibi sembo ate unsenya before no around that mi jibi say national chairman so do ha general secretary so program a strictly trend media program it's the best strength for yen person party for the baha abebo dumping what happen all the major TV stations any radio stations yeah ebe carrying the live MPP Facebook page ebe carrying the live president Facebook page ebe carrying strictly ubesha set up na strictly media apart from national executive national president you know yen person party media bebaha program you be you GTV you be you Net2 all the major TV stations and say obia bebaha say e bia oba program ni bi because of COVID protocol this we shall arrangement na a strictly media program and central for any more cameras any more church any TV for any what party media in here apart from national executives into national executives who come na say be Omanfm even na the chief of staff any nya say we be free the ado free ebeba eno an say we dey unni bibia kwa fa phone radio no to Omanfm and now for TV 2 na me TV say no ebe ko habia no we dey say enti ha ho Omanfm so dey odu be dia Net2 so bi be dia enti no an say odu we dey to Net2 and now odu TV na to Net2 na radio na to Omanfm no cost wa habia otu fiemu otu ka mu ojo mu bibia be bibia odu mu ne cost wa enti enu nya say party for bebo Chenku aba party office
chino emu dopa Chenku yo olabo bo fan kwache minim sa wo break it to the dia minim sa
to asuka krama me
mate minim sa wona social media eba ban social media woda mo social media eba yen share sa de men so me anu abaye de e dia ta na mo social media ho aye beka say ebu aban
no so now we can social media no eba and say you the social no you can say news no any social media in fact traditional media ni be call and I say traditional newspapers in the camera the next day Omo report 616 all newspaper na kan so cry ya kan e bua for cry and na cry ya kan dem the cry e bua for cry and na the media an advantage, a disadvantage because oh, they yet Yama Papa now who can't government achievement, Yama Senate, let's choose a program, yeah, no class and passion coffee. They be a Paboni for among some Eddie Part, a family Eddie Transfer, and an answer so that you transfer to before Bible been happening, you are no crime, nothing, it will be died. By the government social media thing, your boy more than said, Jumapa are buying a year, Jumapa are parting a year, and you don't know the room. I'm my uncle at it. You know, send focus the communication. I'm not sure that yet.
The next question.
And I said, Obi Kawasama on Kawasam into. You don't change as well. Now, you need to partner. Near Shapan, you get me a fact that you're in because the GDP said a Juma a bank we are no. Send them for 4 canoe. You're both the road here, but 8 years not the road. With the what's it doing in Drea. If you don't change as well. Now, necessary anything important in your day.
Okay. Now, social media, and will be transformed with me and Yama Air Force of Burning, and again, I will get family, and the 29 years again, I will family.
Okay, so, air new patriotic party, party Nakata will teach, our Facebook, what type of new patriotic party, Ubu. And your mom paying Susana Abudanko Kufado, no so page over Facebook, your vice president, the digital doctor, Mahmoud Baumia, or no so over page. My beautiful Rebecca, your mom paying the hair, or no so over page. And ever beautiful Semiran Susu, or no so over page over Facebook. Apart from that, no Jubilee House and Casa your page over Facebook, your friend Jubilee House. Mrs. Follower, when a crime be dry, so maybe Yama Air Force will bring it's you.
And after a minimum social media, but because the country for the demonstration. Now, will be as if I said, near man, and I'm watching up section. If a social media, so the best flash baby are to almost take the country. The government is another so fixing your team. Everything now, you man another fixing. If you take the country man and proposition and spread it, again, I'm only
that's it. Say, was salam down. And I also did not be at Nahaka. Everyone may drive it through. And I'm going to say almost the entire of salam down. The consume asphalt. Yes, in there, on to us and no, which Osawa there. Because you can feel me when you pass a fine way to find and so abandon as I said, this the country. They share better. The GD say you are not is fixing the country. We need everybody on board. So your mamba partner of the Ghana year in now one can say will be made Yenina, young fire and sign, you make sure say you did Pian Oman Amarcon. Send us for kind, Yama, and not by a dozen. And one, they say, a better for essay, there will be a co competition. Okay. Mama, who finds some for demonstration. We are sure saying naive you see it. I didn't get done as to say, Fianco. Now will be on for culture of silence, or common demonstration, or Maba. You say after next program, yes, so your plan to tell the good story of Akufado's administration. If you and the air, a bed dead jam will be able. And one name person the quack say, would be challenge because challenge the end. Competition the end. You know, Papa, I ran upon Susu in my form. I never saw me Apuna, no quiet, no so million. I didn't get done as it. Social placard, maybe, no, but I need to make it. Mammy, me, queen, and I do a maybe fee. And I done maybe fee. I know you did placard India, and I asked the same Kaka, but be it as it may, and Yamini than I say, so Marco, am I Jojo? You did it to say, yes, to see a Kaya Sema, I'm on for a Demaya coin, I'm a yes to see a Kaya Sempa.
Yeah, that's it. What the game about
McCarthy and Yatin and Cardiff Free, the new Patriotic Party headquarters celebration air course so party and fee eduno enkono a ho a fashion be and an important so pano air course headquarters ya kai Leicester Educational Institute na eno mo enya yonkufa Leicester force men kai wo se ngumesua de so bi di chewa na wa chewa de papa wonom ebua ema enema bebre no ane koso pese wo ye remedial class Leicester for beboa mo watumi aye na wo ye no mo san so another opportunity e de ma wo ya obetumi aye diploma course so de aka ho unya ne me no bomo abusua wawie obo certificate courses bebre so wo mo eye ade aye fe ene sese wo pe bia atena ombema wo bia atena ebo no e wo form afi wo sessions no e ya hodo enai online ka ho ope weekend obenya ope regular obenya sanso so na open numre nso a obenya nti unia no yie bia gese bia mpeso besua de e honkwa na o school fees na nebo e wo form enti free na di honko 0241 876551 0241 876551 and 0540 914255 0540 914255 na on Leicester for no enko de enko eba milk dia ye cocoa milk plant-based milk Nigerian Society of Yukaja to Food and Drugs Authority so aka say a plant-based a cocoa milk ye wona hodo na ya no pebi NS Chemist okọ ma so ye dia dodo no e wo milk contracts so sabekani and afemi ya nso a ye pon milk okwa on sabekani ya 0274 440180 0274 440180 niamra ododo no a entunton eba mu dia abusia Ohima Royal Rice Ghana mu a eye fresh eye organic yemfa bibia mfraye na ni hwa no eye kama bo modin sa obema onsa ka bi odi ma mofra no eko yie mpanimfo nso bi eko yie sesa otachre maso kakra na ne ya na nkrofo edi bai o enye obakua no na adane asemfoforo we die fresh pa anti yana eno so wapebi ato taifa wonu me wotema wonu me wo mamo bi yeto apete enkran ha ene ne potemu nyina antisha no nso wo ni ma hye no nso 02444 09092 02444 pebi eto akoto nso a oba yebema obi na watu ato abana yankani
yo honorable na Ghanaian Times animu ha eno de fix the country demonstrators no ene womo a picture about to hey na story na nkasa de page 17 ena ode page 16 ode bae na Ghanaian Times the worker time the figures no ba say thousands.
Okay.
Ebinum say hundreds, ebinum say thousands. Na Ghanaian Times say thousands. Enipa omo dream pin and omo call fix the country demonstration. Na e shall say social media and afei no physical one to me buy or man history kakra say omo ka senka May 9th no be kwa police forecast omo to me mo buy e ma omo ko restraining order free court. Ni nyina mu no police for etumi deploy nipa best 1000 ema wo ko bo wo mo ban ema wo mo program no ekon so papa said wo mo ehwe ni mu no chese wo mo hyase free brass sports wo kwa menkuma interchange hwa ne namua befa trade union congress wo befa kimbu befa Tamils highway hwa fe wo mo ko wieye wo Blaster Square na womo ensemu a no ma church gu placards so no womo kyerese aban mo ne homodin na yakwan wonyo galamse no so ho asem aban hwe ho asem nka womo se ma aban enye family and friends aban afen so Ghana yadachi no ewo nebunu no ensem afei fix our health system almost taxes no so ewo soro na nebunu ne adwuma ye prayer kata hye ne ne ma no ma chocho placards so di bubruja ni nyina ne se fix the country demo na fedi enwa enya baso nana enwa eye founders day na mampani na nado danko kufado okasa ye a watch se ebinumu aye biko na yensoso edu yesre enti sesie no ne wose yesi adwene pi eno se yebetwe ye ho afri de bia ye ma yakura so ane ye de kwa no ne akwa akopem no afri ho sa adwene ne yi fri yetirimu dia yen nyina ye dinsi ye ni amembe ye dwuma ama my Ghana afa ne ntoma pa efra o se founders no wo mo na omo ye selfless omo ye nipa bia na omo nya person nkominya omo de omo kwa na to ho no ema o my Ghana ye dru da bia ye dru enti yen so so a edu ye so no yen so ye tumi ebo saa kwan no a Ghana ebeko nanim ewo impuntu na police ni be yi a ne boy ekokun no ewo da mungu se akwa no nko hye ne ho akonfu enso wanyan na mum wadwane
okay
enti police for ehwehwe obuasi divisional police command ena se si omo hwehwe abantie ne se afre ne Louis Asante ono ena constable Sandra esi edu a wanyan ba bi kono na oye ne kanchima woni no ehwehwe ho na o chese na no kodi awuo no ena obesene ko obuasi se ono so ekwa akokun ho enso so no enya de se ono no wuye enti oye so omukọ ne dem e man paboa best 19
and good animal
lady shoes so best makuma 19 e woni dem
same size ana
ena menti asie o de de na o yem paboa
se bia police ne paboa
ena egu ne dem
na bana na kase kokunu ho obi a wo kunu ho ya wo awu ena wasa edwane wa de music kokunu
and yes krata no na eka
sana na bushafo ne kan
se kokunu se ache na papa
enti no aposifo gusu aya o ehwehwe no
amasa me de mo ovrem what could you use allegedly e wo soro no hwa da mango what's another besa kwaso obuase ka kokunu ho o se
attempted suicide but escaped when the police arrived.
Hey, it's na homa say the police arrived. Na homa say the police bomb no twa ho no si dwane and I say no police bomb no 2 points no dwane.
Me I read somewhere say fan no or the homa so fans
Ceiling fan
na ceiling fan and kasa too free
esro ho
and then baba share from but all can say escaped when the police arrived. Any
Sana Ghanaian Times actually her. Intimately, say Louis, who had apparently sought refuge at Obuasi, where he and Sandra lived, after allegedly committing the crime, tried to kill himself in the room.
Okay.
What you see?
A demo home.
A
demo home. When I saw the moja chro say.
Or chro say we live together, we die together.
Yeni ababa ni fi.
There be no better no Obuasi.
Obuasi ni demo.
I saw the moja na chro.
And almost note to our two room. Note.
Oh, me comes my right somewhere says so
I throw down
and a throw no down.
When the police arrived, what do you mean?
Yeah, the police arrived.
This followed a complaint received by the police that the suspect had attempted suicide but escaped when the police arrived at the scene, at the crime scene.
At the crime scene, so never damango no. Because crime scene,
when the young kuno na commit crime, and the crime scene.
Because if you want to see your man, obviously if you are not there, or no catch there, if you are for no say, on your baba wa no bekumas. So, on your
Obuasi ho say no oni e ho na oni girl muti. E ho na no muti ansa na girl no call police and
for them. It was for Obuasi no kwasra no ho. And the kusi e was about back to Obuasi. And the ka say e wo kunu ho and obi ko report to my police was about to be kunu ho. Police work on now we nyan kunu e no dwane. Sa don beso much.
Black car is a police for what they say car that we
use a crime scene no.
Or say this follow, and I'm reading in our
this follows now.
This followed a complaint received by the police that yes, the suspect had attempted suicide but escaped when the police arrived at the crime scene. Louis, who had apparently sought refuge at Obuasi, where he and Sandra lived, after allegedly committing the crime, tried to kill himself in the room. Police found in his room 19 pairs of ladies' sandals, shoes, believed to be.
But in his room, which is Obuasi?
Where the Obuasi said no more because Obuasi Divisional Police Command. enti na omo frɛ ho crime scene Obuasi divisional police say sure ho
attempted
crime anan
but what is the evidence so when ecology complain no and ba ko ti ecology complain still na bad na njimo ma police for two
don't
bad was
but we dwane
from that man go to Obuasi as a Janefi. Munko to kai balo butu.
Ya na abom empire wo utranye yena kusia busufu bi wo abrabo mu a obe mess life completely. Na ojiri se won kwakra no wo nyankopon abowo abawiase wo wonfo awo ababa oba ti say brand ne maame no be brand pa ni ade obawie say dia akwa na one nete injovis owo no
alternative
officer alternative he's a police crowd
fan there now of he tied a cable to a fan hook in his room but part of the cable tore which ruined the suicide bed.
Okay.
So a knife and a blade with blood stains were found in his bathroom, and his water closet was also filled with blood, but his whereabouts was unknown.
Ndine demo hono susu no jani ade.
Ewo ho ni bathroom na ye moja. Enso so fan no hook no tu ye no. Say jamade no be hwe ho no moja hye. Ena odi adwani.
Odi yam finance.
Exam say police for hwe no.
Yeah.
And some ahoro bebre o ha na so e be engage. Yeah.
Attention.
Ene.
Go don fa guy bread graphic.
Yam kosona.
No, but before the graphic be bad offer me minimum adini say enipa bi abomutimupo say the baby so go abane ni mase entro ababa wo bi no TV3 enna okay kan nsemo anu jai so mo pamo se sin what if be 1 year enna Metro TV4 akofa no weekend ni ati say oba back to Metro TV
yeah
obeka news obeka news I also acquire investigations and what the report about obeka news abe yankofo interview keke e TV so ya hodo mu ano matwa ba kofa pass ababa no krompo no MPP4 ana aban say ababa wa na wa ba no obeha wo panti no ma Metro TV4 e ma ne nye adwuma wo hono mo etade ne e ma so ya twasan na afrogba mimu ene fele kwatufo sumo edenam say government na say Metro TV4 empam ababa no oh no matter your stories say just one of the so far the shortest employment when you no within 24 hours yes I unit at the go aban no fin mofa ya social media say and way afenro drone mra Metro TV4 na traba bon this bibia sa ensi owners of the station na traba bon this say bibia sa ensi ama mofa ena me no kasa baba ade yanjuma
I don't know
your news enti ehey for mo kwate sa asem no say aban pedifo se ma ababa no mo yare basa akotro na cap no mo de it will be recalled say Captain Smart it will be recalled say no mo de your friend say trade way here say no ma kari nyina de aburu mo digu aban ni ma say ofa
oh manase
yes
writing na Ghana hano you see is becoming clear after there otan anipa bi etan MPP ene na nado
mamenko Ghana Health Service na eninko quickly we ne sign emraso na Dr. Franklin Esiedu Bekwene director of public health Ghana Health Service ye ne no eninko monhwe coronavirus said the situation the opening match now who ye dey
abako
okay and now come on Ghana for die no na the botaye pa ne se MCA ya sobrache ade no kwa na ekosro mia ye kra nanka ye nim se eho no bi ni ho eho so kwa na ekosro baby ya kika kro na dia ne ye beye
oh that's it I think that you see, you're caught. Still with yeah, coho, I careful, sir. You call me more than that. You see, and say, this is 10 week time. Yes, a man, and a young new brain. Need alpha type. And I could buy me to the touch a maximum and a bathroom. The bathroom for about 3 months. I need your maximum. And in your daughter brains. It's now, no, who's a max, when you're a new brain, case in the coast. Into the say and say a maximum. You see, there are 2 things. It's either said, we'll protect your home and about vaccine. Into you need protection. Not only vaccine, yeah. That's why you're exposed. It's not to be able to miss. For that, no. About 6 at my area, don't hold this open vaccine. That's why I'm 90. But until that time, no. The only way we can survive, no, save a mask. I don't know, I mean, that's the only way, and that one, no. And found also your Ghana now, UK, and the US. That's when they composed. It's best second for the Japanese say, I am and quay. Now, you say, I am going to see you. Max and dear, you so you fear I saw him. And once he said, you're saying, Banze, you see, so you even say, include that message in Tasso. So I includes, we say, who will be not celebrating no party. Now, for I don't think they do. In the best, the same case in answer possible. Now, see, there's a 2 and ram. Who's the person? You say the water region, Bono East, Bono, naturally. You see, I am in our corner. In the best, we will be able to make a son of a maximum. The best, I'm not Ghana President you don't vaccinate. By the end of this Monday, you be the vaccines transferred over 1.3 million doses of Pfizer. What is good in the first need storage facility now, you can just store the very negative vaccines. No, you said Pfizer, but then now, every register any assign in your coaching equipment. It may issues are Pfizer. And Mamma Sanka says, Oma, who AstraZeneca, who's a country basic 400 something. Oh, Mono, young almost second dose. I say, if you have some quantities, everything they are warm.
Doc, the young cough from Kakane share and Quadanke to answer a horn suit to say.
Okay, so it was Corona and instant and but now we have a few children now. Still, I would compare them for their doses. Somehow, family are more protected. You see, Corona, we are doing 2 things here. We are measuring infection and disease. Into my infection, but when you are normally. So yeah, you see, we are a pandemic. You are actually measuring the disease. When actually you are measuring more infection and more sanity. Some of them will get infection, but not it. If you know best now, Ghana no. Still, I don't answer come in.
Yeah, but was it now? The addition, no, ya can't. Nipano or Monty. They say, I
think that I'm about to say, there are 2 things you can do, and that I mean, what you can do is say, so we have whom our father was a master, but I will pass a mask. Now we need to be able to get ourselves to tell the other colleagues, get your friends to wear the mask campaign. You see, in that case, no, yes, because why is a matter of Mamma? It will be a action also. And that one can be one way that can energize the system. See, a mask. Then, other issues say, there's no way to have a photo. Now, Javano.
you should make sure say who is a master if you see from that answer on system master that and now the first part they start here and who could be a mola and that's from marketer now you see we're washing system as you now you be any so more be now no I said we have to go back to it those things must work and as I know must no entry it must work if that is the time I become ensure say are those things working as far as I go security system also so much no I say how I shall punching before it is now no I say any dress when yes I be a problem if I had to call your man me umbrella say that here come out send me come out send my but the easy way to say get your friend to wear the mask campaign must start.
Look, let us say no pay.
That's it.
Yes, so yeah, that's it. Franklin, I see the Queen, a director of public health, Ghana Health Service. Now, you know, AD and Common 107.1. So, hi, Omanfm. Now, been moved Busa Cathedral. Short code, I did send this scan. It me, I do. We are seeing a okay. Okay.
We are seeing baby.
I don't know, Busa. I mean, say country,
but at least about for minimum say. Uko UK na ze US a utimi so mu MTN
yeah and the utimi
so utimi so mu no dia the same thing so na tie no me or let's say be Australia for na say the minimum but for me UK and US dia Europe and Americas no bitimi aye
okay obetimi aye okay
it got a short code there say
star 979 hash.
Okay.
Mami sa me should be missing na. Me pese me.
Omo pese omo ye bibi me nyame ne de
omo busa pa.
Na omo ayo omo so omo nenyim nyansa. Omo nenyim nyansa. Esin. Obia no. Se Oman AC Cathedral. Oman esin. For February. Ivory Coast to dia see. Basilica e wo ya musukuru. Or the Oman sika ne see. Or the Oman sika ne see. Payao. Even last year crana na COVID abano. Last year crana na COVID around October.
Yeah, it's a star 979.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Around October. Maybe stay home. Said na hohus ahohu anesi ba hodakro. Na eyadia abre edia hoho la nsrahwe pi eba manu a edi sika pi aba Notre Dame she was Paris amount for contribution mo dia basa yem fancy no over $500 million. It's over $500 million. Entima obi mfa abai ana kanofurata ho hiso no na free na no abenti sabe na mo atwa na mpoa na mo aka ensem bia emfra ninim de efa cathedral wo wiase ho nyina ene kwan ya fa asosiye ene mfa so a ede ban ninim de wo ho ne sen edu hen ahia na munim tin ya kan ya ahia na munim sin ya kanti mu sabe mu bue mu anu a na mu atufu am because abamu nipa anu akwa kanti mu ahia nso na munim sin ya
na hefa kwa ya
ahia fa na munim nim yenhwehwe mu ba na mu aya ensam of us yenim mu sam mu kira sori dem ko mutra sorry da moko non FM o ja say enti no mum ya na eya but you see omo nim omo gidi say ya obi o ha o gidi say any time abema na kon opportunity say on fanye bibi woni fi ana on fanye bibi amanya nkopon obekọ akoye non FM enti no yenya omo nye but there are issues and no asama na sare enkono so yia ya dey fix the country for no demo omo ye ne ensemo a omo kekan musa nwumre ye benyamre
yes
ade amount na and then so AMPP 29
yes offer to Jenny Yakin say with TV station and then nipa be here adwuma wo musicians bi omutimi esa na man mo fe the hype ade abechia mo be release nenum was the ma me yawu
yes
ade abechia se ka bono
it because in so crafa no
it because in so afa no e be hwe no apie or draw attention what you say sana be so koyeye they just wanted to draw attention say program be baso
anyway they amfa
but no management
news TV news anchor news and when yet CNN type of news no be excuse me to say this people we know their level, we know their pedigree. Omanfm and in the news are more news are nipa anchor in a dear ham and a bet me
a dear ham that's what be TV so was I'm
news amano news so amana screen so akaino
now I afraid the parliament say you interview
bet me the news na ye
we afraid we say you interview
yes
offer you obi a Metro TV yeah enka e be take say we threat to MPP enka Dr. Randy Abbey yeah I'm obi ka se beboa Dr. Randy Abbey and obi ni mu se wono de John Mahama totoro mutu ya wo yi na ni se wo ye na even though na wo ye MPP ni ba se wo ye John Mahama ni pa
on fancy
no pa de money show MPP for nko so eti wo ye threat ya and just Randy Abbey threat obe pose eti
no mo create impression say abai no a okọ no onu mom na dabraba ko bokro no ene okwakwati no enti abai suro ene abai uncomfortable ena mo akwa ni stories say ma obi storm manase won train Facebook na big man bi a storm station with motorcade ena okwa station no just one group of company emi say Japan ena to station no
no dia
talafata
yes
onu obia nchem ono obi anchem GBC enso so ena wo percentage e Metro TV o ja say ena papa no ekokokoda omo yomu program ebede na obi ababa ye threat to them na manase wona so won nkyeremu na ena obi storm Hollywood motorcade ena okoye se management ni enyina di ena om so om mpene ena ade achiye ena Randy Abekra so mama yem enra Metro TV go and check their programming lineup what the holidays Randy Abe eba be ye morning show in a case anajuno nipa no saba eba be ye na djuma so anti hype kakra ena said the god in can na manase atoaso akwa kan just one group of companies omu you know dodo na no business dodo na free government the linkage
no open asem na aka
the linkage no
say government yes bia obemia na government ene ne nya adwene ne ho ba kire no then he went ahead to say enso company no ya de omo adwuma ya no scandal bebre bata ho and obobo scandal no bi and West Bin scandal why scandal and a World Bank for ebra no and they say abranti I don't know who you niberia sa I don't know who you niberia sa wo when MPP was in opposition ABJA okofa asaman
procurement authority boss
okokot o friend o sending a text some person who o si share me all Plaza Hotel o timi kotra ho na wano ho wansa no oda duane e de ama no asa be me sika la show no wie no o de sikan ekoko wallet na edia na just edia ayo chese be asemu eni wa no story ya onu no ne boni a wa ye ne se omi adwuma no obi nkopa bi nye even the girl going there and because the company national management
yes
onu personally no emfa no na when the government official we say or shares meanwhile wan chese be nipa no oni e Japan ne e bi onu shares ana ebeden no be if you don't know the person who's in charge of that media house was the former deputy minister
of information communication under John Mahama
NDC. Oh yeah, NDC need take.
Yes.
NDC need take no yes CEO at the master station no. Ono na higher rabano. Enti bede na MPP ni bia ono nim hu bi or the motorcade free he e dey call so be the motorcade call. How do you even know of an abacho where no ntino okay what can she do? What harm can she cause to Edia no betimi ayi. Edia ye nu nana. No wa safa ho nti. Wa betro ani. Then wa safa ho wa kekan sem fi poto. And some fi poto. When a pushy pardon much man last week. Obeka kire say won susu no. Enkrofoni wo. Enkrofoni wo even tamwa o ye story de ma abontima Ghana for nya we expose corruption. Now fetch them Eko papa no eko jisika. You can't deny it. Me so deny. Me baba man dead any day. I'm a kokoto no. Papa no library and I job bad do me no. I know kwa jisika. What is I don't know just a time I shall know any opportunity I will benya so the begu obi hu fi. Na de be obi enipa ba ko employment and 170 ukokofa de baba chro ya ba yenya sa anewo na yenko fix the country for no yeah we did this
keke memo akonoma menka we benfo mo ehwe cathedral ne short code no na other countries na because messages are me reply nyina yo mo here short code no omo wo kata ne area no mo kire say ho no we ya enna omo say enna but omo wo US ni UK ni de omo yo na wo hwe response free ho bana e ko yi pa
alright in terms of fancy anope like I said ne so for back e be kasa he was supposed to be on the bill but him say
okay ma keke nkone
yeah, I hope say Ghana for now taking notice say fake the country for no. On none for COVID protocols.
I'm finding you.
Emma, they have stated emphatically, Oma can honor or say, Omo be to your fourth republic, Yogo.
Yes.
I'm a forward table.
Yes.
Almost Omo be to Yogo. Na first, second, and third republic, so you are bound to go now.
Yeah.
Na Omo no de, Omo ano, any Omo ni any name who a bit to fourth republic. Na your constitution, a did juma, a day guardian one. Omo Daniel Butu. Na Omo ato constitution naturally. Na constitution no. Sabi omaka unprintable words be about the constitution. You say article 71 office holders for their win one a quatrance and no ye. I hope say yeah we did say Ghana for ati now omo again e wo side painting na esre
keke ma memo kakra na se omo ntie ye koso
na unim se na omo se wa fourth republic na first 1 2 and 3 no asoja for na say no ya no mebunu ye the voice fourth republic ye beku no
okay
Oliver no
say Ghana for ati omo no begu fourth republic ka o sa akasa phobia nso sa bae e ba be kan say constitution no nye me gidi say e wa ye mremu so obi na adwin so obi to constitution no so sa na what to agu no wa ye ya me gidi say we all know the implication me gidi say MPs etin whenever democratic arrangement no ebese no parliament is the first institution
ono to go first
almost you can say the constitution has been suspended parliament has been suspended na afi emrana ba be di omo nsem na de omo aka so ombe ye no omo na me jiri sa so bi ye na adwen se obetu abayagu ana obetu abai so sa enye political party bi on wa aban ena why na adwen say all target no em so mo adwen no but o mo wi afi say the state no so state power no so ewo ebinim samwa by constitutional arrangement ene ato aba e de yi binu ena ye the state power e de amono a mo ni kura the mantle authority omo di adwuma enti se omo so mo ma adwen say no mba ya I hope say from parliamentarians, from minority parliamentarians, from speaker himself any obia we use omo ati de omo kan enti ya aka no ya betena chiri na ya twen especially whereby Arab Spring is starting with Africa ya menye turu mu yusu ye see ya mu yusu ye and until say no more especially whereby assembly for sample has been captured on tape so we cancel no promote to Arab Spring and until mo fa ni agro
na sa countries na chance ye wo so no so yen ko hwe o ma brabo enei
ana ya me let me also say lumba na born no se mpempem do wa mpempem ta
pepepe
ye wo Ghana ha nipa bi nso wo ho a ono nso believe in democracy ono nso believe say ese ye de abato ena mpo ye ni aba bi ho a ye de sesan enti there are probably not equal number more ye won crofo mo dos eno nipa na hia ye demonstration no omo nuru for example ebi atema east enipa to aba ho omo nuru emu
kata krom jeje biase na no na me say abana krom for crowd house job
okay constitution suspended, parliament dissolved.
Yes, it dissolve and the right word and suspended constitution
near the dissolve parliament. It can be a good one no
can be a betu republic ago they make can say you nipa bebre nso wo krom ha omoje Oman mu a omoje democracy too omojiri say kabima min kabia man say ya fa abato so de asesa obi and in Ghana han your practical examples ewa ha it mean am abato so epam NDC it mean am abato so epam MPP it mean am abato so de MPP ba it mean am abaso taso do eno no eye essence say enipa bi omoti ba bi fi say omo no na omo ni nyansa sin yemu bi nyina omo na omo agiri so betimi atoto niam sin yemu bia nti omo befa kwan bi so enkwachi kwan bi na omo dia agitumi afi eno ano do mpa nkyere se omo agana fo ato abade tumi ahye omo nsam so mu omo no befa kwan bi so agitumi no afi omo to say the soldier buy as for the means as for the means I'm not interested all that the minister will say ubetu abana
means they kwa be fa so
we say ube constitution we no wani nyi ubetu agu ye obinum so Ghana ha bigidi say empo se wani nyi abai ho anase bibi atwen na yemfa through ballot yemfa ensesano through the ballot box yemfa ensesano eni momie eno de metimi fia minim se Ghana for na ato aba eni ayi obi so obi wo me hotan a onfa saade no ho bra ye to aba to agu nene ani bri aba ye mi de si South Africa obi target me ana me ba wo ko school ana me ma me ana me nua ba do na onfa ho so manu aye he enti ye kwa ko nemu obi ye ko bo obi tu ye ko kidnap obi ye ko loot obi shop Omanfm ye ko trash obi ajapade so before demonstration you who say omo di animu na omo akwaje parem for no omo nenam ghettos sabe babia wifo any drug peddlers any social misfits baby omo tete ye hu so omo nenam ho radio presenters nenam ho openly recruit omo eka enra no omo ade na ase no obi ka me na me organizing crowdfunding free oboase ene takrade na hwan ede on bai yenim said omo esifa na omo ye so the people any omo mentality ni ya so obi enkasa ya na onye bibia dia ebi awadwen be ye ne say oye te say wa ne thinking ni bibia te say wa but so kasa
na who say yes
and who say adwemo any crazy any patrol ejina ni team e de ka ni wi awan ebi kasa utim say omo ya bebo nsam what you say abebo nsam ni ani brie ni die oni opese
akodi oyo shofo awo sisi say you collection wa
and the title is what
this is not the first time offering emanated. In fact, COVID by now. I saw cry. I saw you too. Na bibia Emma. What can I say? Na one sorry cry no to offering. So we are not the normal time to suffer. What do we abonu dada
no clerical
now on what company we for on the day mango
I sorry here any source of income enya no na ye de ye
but to him there
no there what na so no what the company our business enti na nse no asori for bar omuntimi into offering ona nyame ase krase enza anye lockdown bi
na ona got heavy
am obi antene
oba fete konkwa bi kono
asaya lockdown yes aye ne ekom ebepu ono so minimum so for so a ye call lockdown yemi omunom echiche miane
ma sorry ma bebre
echiche miane ma sorry ma bebre abua meboa
bebre kwa
bebre me ma sorry ye bi
basri
for you Dr. Badi nyame che emo ni ade a mo che ye enya agro nti sofo no ono ovisa na sorry ma no eye nkokọ a omo beto ama na cho no tu nkosia edi entino abaya mangrofo aho achiro mnti omo pa soro omo ntimi nto ofre entino na ni abre a okoko kankrofo mu koto abagu na oya sofo enkrofo no omo di omo na so omo ye pledge bi asa omo ka pledge bi o say ye can tam say
I say you support MPP and NDC say you
I dabi me can tam say ye be say a na nanu nku ye
I so omo ko di
na obi kasa na nanu nya yi a enye ayi
ni kwa taya ye shocked nkomo bi anani ni jifa wo no aya mo hwe on social media na ngrofo no mo kika brofo ba mi nu pene o ho no wa tele no ye nam empingin no na o mo ka no
omo ba afidie so anka se hwe Facebook
every 2 minutes bia mo ko Facebook na mo
o wa kono obi oba me pa na da no omo ye dede sa na ana okohwe no me number 200 o si me diansuni adiansuni ena obi asoa ne duane ne mo esini tisu no opai konkwa mu ni obi ami Omanfm so de ye no aduane ye nyamene enso na nkrofo do mo nchanse ya ba be aduane akwakuko enti ya emane nyamene
ba be kan mo wa 3
I will find the down for the when say lockdown say a morning and ya mo chayen I say get to I say get to
sorry for chamu
abada collection bawo
na offering omo wa sorry dan papa bi atutu no say na salam dan ba bi no na asase be no
but na sorry enya methodist sorry enye ye metal church Ghana ni bia
na sorry we be
la very part enye bia
ene to me nye president Ghana so
kege na no ba ma kwanta no e ko 10 minutes after na ye ba na ye do bon krata na beto aso
So you can say Dominion herbal powder. A young woman, Emma immune system, and then Quabo will nip a drum yet. Then the senti, what I did, Resu Kunua. What does it mean?
I don't find my movie. Sina me do one dancing. And I say, me say, no one price station, it's all watching. The bar made now science, I'm a program, and 9 system into me now. Then it's now Kunyason, so no more drone 3 days. It's me, Jina Menaso. A try there.
Dominion herbal powder, dear. Minya, and yet a month for dancing, and a bacon food. Near I yet a manipulation, a broma drink, and a mentias. So, Nipa Biara, who per we do fear Yankupo de Maru. Now would demean a dear, and more Dominion herbal powder, and power with the Biara.
As someone at the Hono, Dominion herbal powder, and once one you will so share will take up. Now that take it to us, Biagumu, will transit Yanum. What we Angels Dominion Herbal Center, one cocoa and a diaba, a pen for a baton more money for, and Quadawan in feeding you need one come home. Good one friend 054 315 8195. FD, I shall say a dreading crack to him, I just say a year.
What fish of family with Chloe, and no man who say I can't was and who can stop a packet see and no baha, then Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatano. But we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule Sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsule. And your mama, you come apart.
A woman would dear for Sunny with the Pedrianum. Now, a voice as a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or a sauce, will do a target to attend temper. Gas Yam, a Malcra, a mania movement of future Crumina, a torch, who broke a water of Vienna, a friend and Hoyan.
And see, as for Spanish Jinko capsules, Hannah.
Spanish Jinko, and Udia, water free, Jinko biloba, and soya oil. Now, a bois, a melma moment me German, now see a paya Juma, and my wife Jumo Sudaho.
Matilda says, I anti-aging and a more good retentive memory.
Now, it's all Spanish garlic mixture, and this Spanish Jinko capsules, no way.
And check Herbal Center for, and then pharmacies can make herbal shops, and run some of 0266 11 41 11. A pay for a batch more money for them Quadawan in feeding you and come home. FDA, AG, a dreading crack to you at home.
Still, Franco Trading, your phone, Papa,
Franco Trading Enterprise, our phone BAB. Say yes, Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei, Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, and antiviruses.
Franco Dio Noa TVs about 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no, and need the home. Yana Jodie.
Says a graduate, you hear Franco Bia.
The Panono, Kofabai, was sent the 3CP Papa, ever what if you be Abba. Messi at the Paddy, Echomuda, with the 3CP, Ebu Somu Jaria, about who buy Efuamu, for 3CP, Efren so who won one of Pebia. Namo Somu buy, who made Yannick Naija and I is to share a show. For 3CP, Efren Sophie Faso, and one who say who we are. For 3CP, Efra is Sophie Faso, never walk the way. 3CP, Esha Pimples, a Popo, a crow, a kum crow, and Muya also. 3CP so dear, and you know what drugstores BM. And to Franco at the pharmacy, and SGSSB, and a shady more of Kanshi. For 0302 664 832. Kumasi at the pharmacy, and we'll do any Hello FM and a penny moon. 3CP, if you be here, 3CP Bambo.
Still, Franco Trading, your phone, Papa,
Franco Trading Enterprise, our phone BAB. Say yes, Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei, Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, and antiviruses.
Franco Dio Noa TVs about 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no, and need the home. Yana Jodie.
Says a graduate, you hear Franco Bia, what we turn online, what free francotrading.com, and now download the Franco app, not to phone, so free Google Play Store and our Apple App Store. And they are turn online Bia, we get 30% discount. The Utopia or the Brow Baby.
Shisha Franco Trading, our Facebook page, you know, and our more than 100,000 likes, no.
Shannon's Franco Facebook page, no, now more than 100,000 likes, no. Franco Trading Enterprise head office, Wadabraka, and the Rocky Cinema bus stop, no. They be trading branches. Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hachu, La Paz, Kaswa, and the Ghana for 99 and free 0555 939311.
Hey, Unya, Kawi near me, Feely, Kawi, full of the woman, the Gold Super XP Ron 95. I have one additives properly. And you said, the new Gold Super XP Ron 95 on a higher grade fuel. Now, so no one in Oman fuel near Pepe. How much should I and send you and rent them until one was Siska and the Sansu who engine no you Phoebe frame cannon was also into when you nature. No one in Oman fuel near Pepe. I say, additivated diesel expense who and to just a baby and who here said driver the other castle would get extra the high grade fuel. Golly, I ain't in Goil. Good energy.
Beautiful brand new day.
Me telegram no na so no akua hwefia ba me be sesia me wo fa so man ne ne ma report BBC mu sele di wa be trafia ro so fa me nyehwe.
Hey homeboy guy etu ko port na o fa man home appliance na je say e Kense appliance
me ntoni ba bia e ka Kense
appliances no wura ho na akade wo ma keso ma o na je say wo dem ho ne ma pre nye ne nyina bo na wo toy madam fu bi na ka kire me say me ma Kense appliances me to ne ma na atade ba ba ye chew ba ko to me ne Tenya washing machine, air conditioning, refrigerators, woofer with surrounding speakers, and a Jamunya Bia, brand and so dear Samsung, Hisense, Media, Chigo, Pearl, Masco, and the Keka Hubia.
What told me you know the communions, how funny mammy and Sakwa.
You better your near Menina, and someone Yana Mobile, and a total, and a dish anymore.
Of Uncle Barrier, your Ben police station.
I back a free pipe junction.
I'm a summer universal police station.
What past the White House, ACP,
trying 0555 776050
0200 421 004.
I give you praise, oh God.
The Dema garlic bitters ya menum ya no ama ahode fufo bia baminsimi mo entime do bramaye nia group ni hedi obedi first
akosia body be woso a nan bebu efisa me mama Dema garlic bitters ya prekoso wo mo no ewura me ni pedua mu ebusu mi immune system etime nantio mutumriko me ye dwumo me dia grow the
Dema garlic bitters a enun kwa na prekese fremu no ahode die fo obi ani wo die be se bramaye nia gro na hade
na agro na ye pirolo na Jack, where are you?
Oh, dear, I'm coming to
oh, correct. Oh, fine. No need Yariana Hombreti. Yes, Yabusa. Nesane, but Dema garlic bitters. The only garlic bitters are precursor woman. I beckon I said, yeah, and then I said, Anquama, Fan Care Ventures Limited, yeah. Or Diaba, Ama Apeti or Kaishi Drug Lane, and I'm watching King's Walk, Freedom Pharmacy, all herbal shops, near to 14 Frocotobi, 027 242 2242.
The Dema garlic bitters. Sani garlic room.
Ghana my this year. What's on putting to me? Enemy were drawn was swa if you tinated her bass center. Bedemam. Your friend tinated Westbow capsule. Coco Nado Pro. Was this in a yoya? We am team. And I say a Jumadinti. Ama what I say. I'm a when you see problema. Who here tinated Westbow capsule. Car when she when ya. What's your shade? And I'm soon the own to me now nice one. Who here tinated Westbow capsule. Obi Honoma Coco on to me embo and yadia was away. Who here tinated Westbow capsule. Tinated Westbow capsule. A tinated her bass center. And Aquafaba.
Hey, tinated ambassador. No, what's you? And your Miss student, I may use laptop. Many say me who are you? I didn't use me West Nansan and Miss Median.
Many are buying Casacra. We here tinated Hayan Herbal capsule. Hayan Herbal capsule. And no any bejo. So what's my computer if you be brain? I'm not when you're a new problema. We here tinated Hayan Herbal capsules.
Hayan capsules?
Yes, tinated Hayan Herbal capsules.
And the papa one driver to later Ache and Ajo. Who I see you. Any minya bem or pusan any man in air for all machine. And I said in a bedroom in the busia.
Ayo, tinated Hayan Herbal capsules. And no any better when you were busia. A barber bomb home by every and near the Ankitinkitia. I don't know anywhere busia. Wow, wash a space at a among one day. And now already I was all the book nipper when him. And now one day we're we are tinated Hayan Herbal capsule. And your draw was what tinated Herbal Kruya, Aquafaba. But your bro say M1, Nancy when you so Emma when you so now, MB when you so jam. Tinated Westbow capsules. And it's tinated Hayan Herbal capsules. Etu Simono, ne view when you so high.
Now me say, a free brand who the we are active, very strong and energetic.
We are 100%. Na nina ne sadie, me hwe me pedua sofa. Na de boa me, mama hoden, mama timi ko bada. Ene Tabia Zanika Herbal Mr.
Tabia Zanika Herbal Mr. What do you dance here chemi?
What dance here die? Enye wonko, me de dawure na ato so. Na me dia tan ni pampempem. Tabia Zanika Herbal Mr. Ma to ne din nyame ama. Sa wonoma, emenkwamu a ewo nipa
nipadua no mu a yɛfrɛ mu asogyafoɔ ɛyɛ word blasters na ahoɔden enti nipadua no nya ahoɔden sonko wotia yare ahodoɔ bebree enti wontaa nyare enti na daa meyɛ strong no ɛyɛ general well-being of the body enti ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ nipadua no akɔa no mu baabia
meyɛ mutumi hu ɛneɛ sɛ abusua biaa
ɛyɛ abusua nkyɛmfa sɛ obi de ne ho to taabea zenica herba mesa so a ɛden sɛ ɔbɛyare na ɛnyɛ na ɛwɔ baabi a tonto aduro biara hyɛ no nso sɛ obi a wonya mfinhyia dumienu apemfoɔ ɛne abaatan a ɔma ɔmanofoɔ ɛntimi no bi fda ahwehwɛ saa adwadeɛ nkratoɔ mu agye atum sɛ ɛyɛ
agro ghana abaatan awofoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ yɛnyina yɛnim sɛ ɛnkyɛ bia yɛnkɔdaa ne sɛ abɛkɔ sukuu bia mu ane na woboa wo ho deɛ sɛ wommoa wo ho a ɛma ne nhaw koraa medi asɛm dɛnam sɛ wobɛtɔ wo ba ne pencils books anaa nneɛma ɛkeka ho nyinaa no ɛnkɔ baabia kɔ jk company limited foɔ nkyɛn wei na ɛyɛ sole distributors ɛma nataraj products ɛwɔ ghana ha nyinaa wɔn wɔ nataraj pens pencils crayons pencil cases mat sets afei wɔwɔ jk exercise books wɔsan wɔ jk 5-star a4 ɛna afei a3 papers a wobɛtumi de adi wo dwuma biaa yɛ a wohia paper ɛde adi hwehwɛ jk company limited atwa kwan ɛwɔ number 60 Otublohum Street wɔne Christ Embassy asɔre no ɛna ɛbɔ nhyɛ no mu ɛwɔ North Industrial Area frɛ wɔn mo anaa wo ne wɔn nkasa wɔ WhatsApp wɔ 0540 125 999.
Yes! The ultimate plus one promo Enyalande Abedu rent to own by cities and habitats. Omisha Plan City Extension Project Ase Ediaba Sabra Nabeto Fienia Madan Kraba Kunkahu free under the Plan City Extension Project. Yantam Nabra na Ubetimi Abetna Edaya Eye rent to own Anubonso Dafon Bambo Chinaso na community won Utimi say you. This is a carefully engineered city. Shannon said this plus one promo efiti na kopim 31st October ena ebakuna wiye nemo enhihye kakra ewo frey ewo 055 553 0300 ena 057 791 1101 ena 055 705 4635 your partners any city and habitats Wingo Prampam District Assembly Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development any UN habitat your website newaccra.city and now the Project Management Center what the Central University Campus Pram the Plan City Extension Project shaping Ghana's urban future.
Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Yakube America or boy dear diaba kube and a yediaye. So would the good tea and now cocoa moa and boa poapo enti emma no pedian ye crabbe shankasa. Calcium ne vitamin D2 are a woman. Emma will see no don't be muyeti. Vitamin D12 no so boama moja ni di efusani. Cocoa dear ediaba na yediaye. Na Vegetarian Society a wo UK ajia tumpefi. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Jibaku sesia. Etu telephone 027-444-0180. FDA ahwehwɛ saa edwadie nkrato yi mu agye atom sɛ yɛ. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk.
Adepano no kofa bae. Wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba. Mese adepa de etwamu da. Wo de 3CP egu som dware a eba ho ban efimu amoa ho. Fa 3CP efre so huhu wanu manopa bia. Na ma wo se ho ban. Wo nu aduane na eja ana eso hye ehyewo a. Fa 3CP efre so fifa so. Enu ano no wo hye hu wi a. Fa 3CP efra eso fifa so. Na beboa obebre. 3CP ehye pimples, ebobo, ekro na ekum kro ene mnimu ya wonso. 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores bia mu. Etufo ko adepa pharmacy. SGSSB and a shady more or Kanshi. Fred 0302 664 832. Kumasi at the performance and will doom and Hello FM and a penny moon. 3CP. If you be here 3CP Bambo.
Having so much fun. This is how it's done. On radio. Oman 107.1. Fun. This is how it's done on radio.
Abusia
abusuafo ya na mo ase na yema mo akwa ba ha yo Omanfm 107.1 na enche kwa ebeko MPP headquarters na dwumadie kese a ekoso mfia duono nkra party no anya eho afa hye kese ya na otwi mu nyina no ahya ase ne mpompon so na yebeko akofa e de afiri ho enche kra nti ye da won kata no na ye de to aso akua asabi akropa makati a ekrado ho etomu a na yede live feed no every ho de bremo channel so fama me ewe social media platform nyina so sa be kanafi ne ewo ho bia so sakabra ko nim kakra na gode to
so matisi se ashama to boot no e ba akra anope o mo so no computer na asay into we bia to free show sisi
let's go
ya for about 3 hours a day
omo network omo computers
obi kura sie busa mo se ena mo yusu manual yin na mo ntima wo ko omo se no so nya mighty
omo boa sabotage
you say because of the cause
following
azul load
on say of am akwata esa ka say national security for extending on activities enkotobutu enti obi boapa sabotage
anope ya dia koso yin
sabotage because machine dey betimi akọ off the free that bay NS machine ekọ offer as I said computer ekọ offer
no alternative
and munya nipa no sabotage omo boapa
yo Angola mampeni say on call you nene obeko na oni mampeni on say na say yenso so no ayehu omo a omo kofa tu na abatitiru no enche na enkrofo ato ahye omo so woposo na wo say one Ghana mampeni na do dan kokufado omo asi hu konya ehwe kwan obefa so a enso ne so badwo na yapofofo no benya asomdwe de ayedwuma the new crusading guard de eno na mefa wo miaka ni nyina ye face the country ni yaka
our telegraphic front page and Secretary General of African Continental Free Trade Area Mr. Wemkele Mene wono ena okase eno say the Africa dia mfa ye bia to business open business papa bi aye Africa ko adia Bragana inti eno ni Angola for penifo Angolan Business Investment Forum Asia ebenada no edi enkomo pa mo for much say this is the first major business forum between AFTC and one of the countries of Africa Asia inti no am for mo bodjuma sub program we are there head office and ke dey back rai na ye team mo di paso mo nko round Africa no mo nko lobby say dey bobo World Cup ni pevenu no amofa papa jiji tumu koye papa kofo enso koye Angola president ene no obeko ne ohu ene no obeko oba ko so aka so no so o campaign ma Ghana ye tro krata de komajo Mahama say as former president ko wiasa fanani na support e ko lobby mayi
we am juro gata omo so mo ko fie ho no kan se mo ko fie ho bi
ene ko di sa ko
no no ko ofi oje tu ko fie no ko tro
aba bo ko ho no ko di sa ko no no tro krata say onya to mo for myself pankonto Mahama
onko ye bibia magana
onye bibia magana
bibia ye okuruma akra o ma na mo so ntu
me wasi twa wo ketwa wo yereka e hwa wo nkofo enu e ka ho yo me no ka se o lo na kwaji musika no
obaje
akwaji enu echi akwaji
obaje
a choro check na mana ko
ofa ya choro check na atom o ma panyin so e ka se enu founders day no say ye mo modia na enye ma se de be ya corona economic arrangement na Ghana no ye betimi eyi every one mo so die ada wataka sa asensem nyina ba ni nyina beka abra ya start say bia ye chocolate ni cocoa products ni edin Ghana afa ada wa ye edin Ghana na emmo edin Ghana na ye edin na ye ni ye anwan ye mu edin Ghana ni just importation no what does na aja sa dia adi we corona economic arrangement e be koso abasa nti no na mo family ibi friends no maba
okay makeke nkona
ya menko daily guide democratic chese enne na asaglemi adansi ho sama kofa controversy hey already men sounds wa jibia gunu video no
ombe pam na zia ho ombe pam ombe unity
omo twabo no nti na case no ebe frase e wo court na daily guide kata family MPP gurus get top appointment Kata say MPP mo kunini mampani ede asodi ene dwumadi show mo nsamo mo aye no ne say guso a koso ama de ne dia ba and say Peter McMahon 2020 election na as campaign manager no say Okoko yes Okoko board e go for the GU
yeah papa
go for the GPA say Peter McMahon
no say Michael Junior so Echo Ghana Free Zones Authority na Michael Ochibefi was say I'm so free go akwa kudini MP papa bi owo form oye dwuma pa na Ochibefi nso so move as say ya ni deputy minister trade and industry nti say until some Michael ko be ko ho na oye Ghana High Commissioner India say ka izu dia gabo I know this Samuel Kunso diaba
now if I'm
Edward Boateng India no so
Edward Boateng diaba Mustafa Hamid DJ Kata can say I don't know ya chichani kakran na
we did not also be confirmed the be can say there has never been a list of CEOs anywhere. No. Yeah, president I said that I said CEOs list me media be again this one I will be at time so be kwa baako e be kono baako nti no kakra ka wase ye bi o kakra ka mo wase ni ye bi nti o mo nya bi no mo fa be be dreed ye August mi na ewo you and August 5th already 7 months ago no into mun come the man na hit the ground running na mun ko adwuma pa but we make sure say sabotage so system no o ma set traps pa na mo
yo na daily guide mun page 6 Minister of Information Kwajo Pankroma and our PA system in Fidia ya shisha de kasama ni do achiri o de bi so akoma double hini yeah ana na ye bosha no wahye dada bro call working visit is na saying no sa PA system na dem dey information the friend information center no so we radio station no na eba FM station so no na eba gina so disseminating information the amanfo ama omo etimi ete tono so atupana na se bi ha emu ode gasem ese omo kwakosi $100 million cement factory e Kumasi. Wow, what do you say? 1.5 million ton cement factory. It's a construction industry. See that papa gasem in first southern territory had no and as saying so on says since then Dangote we have Nana so Japan so
attachment
aba nti gasa ma yeso to mo move e de eko Kumasi so so mo kwakosi another factory yeah you see factory it create opportunities when you probably bring your any adeba nti omo organ ha na mo create impression say enema egu abanye at least yeni man under one district one factory be no ha yesisia kaneno na eniho
okay yeah Mr. Omame no asena ya breno aso na yen go straight to the party headquarters
okay
New Patriotic Party ye kasa ya ino wamo aye krado nti ye ko na ya fa feeder e free ho ba no akwi asabia crop McCarthy na osie nyina ya nan mo e wo ho na ye kasa ide mse na bo acheguso a o kasa e wo dwumadie no ase na ye mfa feed mfa mfi wona fe en wa kire no dia kan ya de debremo.
He is the man who has led us twice to the electoral victory. The chairman, the national chairman of the ruling Patriotic Party, Honorable Freddie Blay. Chairman, your remarks.
Omanfm. 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 107.1. This is how it is done.
Thank you very much, Nana B. And another down called Kufado, the one who fights COVID-19 and wins, the strong man of Ghana, the showman, you and your Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the chairman of
Oman 107.1, having so much fun. This is how it's done on radio. Oman.
Umbrella, not the NDC umbrella, but and our canopy here today. I've seen you, my very good friend, sometimes bad, Asabi here too. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, who are here with us today. It is my pleasure, and indeed, as chairman of the New Patriotic Party, to welcome you here today on the 29th anniversary of the New Patriotic Party. It is often claimed that a day is a long time in politics, and a week sometimes seems like a lifetime. But as we celebrate our 29th anniversary, almost 3 good decades, it feels like a rather short time in our history. It seems like only a few years ago when our founding fathers, some of who are here with us, planted the roots of our party, drawing inspiration from some of Ghana's greatest politicians and statesmen of the UGCC era. Our party today is a continuation of that rich political tradition. We celebrate our 29th year as a trusted and more formidable force in Ghana's political landscape, the NPP, the Dankwa Dombo tradition in Ghana. As we do so, we have even every reason to be proud of contributing to enrich the foundations of democracy and national development of our nation. Our party, with its strong belief in freedom of the individual in a liberal democracy state, a commitment to free enterprise, human rights, and private initiative, has positioned Ghana as a place for economic growth and prosperity. Our founding fathers were proud of the numerous social interventions and development policies the MPP initiated towards alleviating the plight of the average Ghanaian, transforming the economy, whether in the areas of health, education, social welfare, job creation, industrialization, agriculture, among others. And of course, above all, good governance. Anniversaries are important occasions. We celebrate our achievement on anniversaries as we must,
and with pride. But we must also use the opportunity to take stock of where we are, how we got here, and where we are headed as a political organization. More importantly, we must use the opportunity to assess our values and recalibrate our strategies to ensure our continued relevance as a party of like-minded people committed to building a better Ghana and a brighter future. As we celebrate the 29th anniversary, let us commit ourselves to the true ideals of patriotism that is captured in our party's name and embedded in our history and the vision of our founding party. The true ideals of patriotism that is captured in our party's name and embedded in our history and the vision of our founding fathers. We must renew our commitment to the relentless pursuit of selfless dedication to service in the interests not only of our party but to our country, Ghana. The core value of the new patriotic party is commitment and dedication to public service.
Omanfm.
In the interest of the people to build a better Ghana. And I believe this is what Enda Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, our party, is doing at the moment, irrespective of the ugly noises and sometimes direct confrontation that people would prefer this country to get to. Ghana, we must remember that what will keep us in power and help us build a sustainable future is our dedication to deliver faithfully to the people of this country.
Omanfm.
We must on this occasion celebrate our successes, of course, in winning the mandate and trust to govern Ghana in 2 successive elections at this time. But we must also remember that more than ever before, we need to strengthen the foundation of our party if we are to sustain our vision for the future and continue winning the mandate. With this saying, I have always maintained that a serious challenge we face that threatens the sustainability of our party is that of financial independence. To operate effectively, our party needs sustainable sources of income. We need to develop a more effective system that encourages and coordinates contribution and donation from the rank and file, and to make our party independent and respectable. I'm not saying that only of our party, but any political party in our country, if it survives and to contribute towards democracy, it must indicate and make sure to the people of this country that it is by itself independent and can sustain itself. Since 2016, we have won 2 elections in a row with President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the party's flag bearer, a proud record. Under his able leadership, the government of Ghana has made significant economic and progress, and that continues to attract international praise and attention. We have reason to be proud of our achievements.
Omanfm.
But how do we ensure that it is sustained? How do we ensure our continued relevance? And above all, how do we sustain the trust of the rank and file of our party to work hard to ensure that the people of Ghana will return it to power in 2024?
Omanfm.
In effect, how do we break the 8-year cycle and ensure 12 years and beyond in government? These are some of the challenges that we face as we prepare ourselves, not just for the 2024, but for the future of our party, which is 39 years now. The last 29 years of the party's life has not been without difficulties, including inter-party wrangling, outbursts by disgruntled members, aggressive confrontation, and sometimes unfriendly hostilities. But our party had a tradition of resilience. It has consistently proved its ability to evolve itself towards meeting the challenges of the times. We have survived very tough moments, even in opposition, and yet our differences have only cemented our bonds of unity and amplified our commitment to inclusiveness and tolerance in the true spirit of liberal democracy. On the occasion of our 29th anniversary, we have every reason to be optimistic of the future, both for our party and for our country. More importantly, let us use our anniversary to re-energize, to ensure that we sustain power, to prevent Ghana from sliding back into the claws of incompetence of our opponents.
Omanfm.
In moving forward, let us embrace the dynamics of our multi-party democracy, which must reflect in our internal politics as a party. The party's focus should be on developing its human resource base and giving opportunities to individual members and Ghanaians with the potential to impact positively on our growth as a party and as a country. While we may stick to the tradition of our party, we must acknowledge that the strong competition from our political opponents, coupled with the growing demands from the Ghanaian populace for improving living conditions across access of more social services, provisions of basic developmental needs, call for proactive measures that will grow party and its membership and keep it united.
Omanfm.
The next stage of Ghana's multi-party democracy will be defined and heavily influenced by a development discourse that translates into positive impact on the common or average Ghanaian within the shortest possible time frame. The COVID-19 pandemic has tested our ability to manage the country very difficult, even in very difficult circumstances. The NPP, led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has excelled in its leadership in managing the COVID crisis in our country, improving the efficiency of our party in government. The MPP has always led its in innovating what comes to Ghana body politics and democratic development. As champions of democracy, the MPP owes the Ghanaian people a duty of care in ensuring our democratic system is beneficial to its people and social and economic development, and more importantly, that it endures. It is time for the MPP to develop an improved version of democracy that works better for national building. A system that provides quality and long-lasting development beyond the 4-year cycle for our communities. The party must have a clear roadmap on how it seeks to remain in power beyond 2024 and work hard with the government to achieve such a very ambitious task. About 29 years, this occasion calls for sober reflections on our democratic journey as a party and also as a country. Let us ask if our best has been good enough for the greater Ghanaian population and ensure that we create a stronger reconnection with the people. This will be maybe statement in the capacity of a national chairman on such anniversary occasion. I wish to charge all leaders and members of the party to prioritize party unity over parochial interests. This is the only way that will keep us still on top of government and our contracts with the people of Ghana in terms of its development. This is the only party that could deliver, and we must keep it so by being very united, irrespective of our personal interests. With the expected party activities and internal contest coming up in a few months, I urge all of us to effectively engage in reorganizing the party to make a significant impact on the 2024 general elections. The task ahead can only be accomplished through the party unity and hard work. In this almost 5 years, under the good leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, backed by his intelligent vice chair, and of course, his executive, his cabinet, and all others who have been helping him. It is for us to be united, to remain united behind the party. I will pray that in this bivouac of our life, even under COVID-19, we wouldn't be dumb-driven cattle. We remain heroes in the strive to keep Ghana afloat and let it be still the shining star of Africa. On this occasion that we are celebrating our 29th anniversary, it is my privilege. It is my privilege to say that congratulations, happy anniversary. Whether you are here, you are anywhere else in this country, across the length and breadth, or in the diaspora, congratulations, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the good work you've been doing. Congratulations to all of us for having survived and still on top of the age. Thank you very much.
Omanfm.
Thank you very much.
And now also Kasama Yokunenya 29 years. In Fiat Junukon, not just a big room, a yenipa crank an achievement, Yashas Yaka, not just Sanka, a biumpa, and penny for $100. National executives in our ha, Omanfm Tina Drum, Omanfm Bedia Waha, said the Mate National Chairman Canada, National Organizer Yeba Samia, who youth organizer, chess executives in the Omun in our ha. Nana no say chremuno dwumadi yan central for dwumadi chese omo pese omo ka bibi de kire Ghana 29 years ni NPP amanyoku na ye number some fans central for so and a bit to man Ghana for you and the party supporters part dear woman shed my point saying for me Brenham Raha and then so no deep COVID protocol so it will be answer now be buying people headquarters and will wash on sa your mouth sanitizer or making sure some part wash nose mask or being one more or work you doing hand one on nose mask not just a Jumadian to the Danakon. No much as a Jumadian, not there, you betcha. Yen Chessa cry. Your mammy Cecilia Abnada Pa Baba Cassa, Abamayan Naya Paba, and a national chairman, so I can say. Until as I said, no penny phone Guswaya, or more Cassa, or one penny Cassavia, and I say, ye did Jumadino, baby, ye. Nahoka Wahano, I was 3 years. What will send people among your corner, and if any so was among your corner. And nipa ye proud. So I must so come. We say, dear, Abwa any papa. National Council, elders, Nina, when you drink to me, penny power that woman, one abo hackman, or Uswajiman, Minimoka say, one of our awful podium, now Wababe Casa, and now one also no national elders, then penny folk put them, yeah, Dama Yukuna no dear, not as one will be cow, will be today. It will not be Jawin and no one my Aquaba. Actually, and same people so yeah, air cost woman. Namaminka say, I'm Sama, Ubekasa crowd podium so yes, sanitizer on Sansa and Penny young couldn't put on our happy.
Oman FM.
The distinguished president of this republic, Excellency the Vice President, our dear, lovely chairman, our dynamic General Secretary, the chairman, Mr. President, today I cried, I wept, because 29 years ago, those who were with us knew what we went through to be able to register our party. And at the end of the day, we surrendered our property to the state so that we can register our party. And that was the rule that Mr. Rawlings put in place. Excellency President, you were there and you saw what we went through. But today, thanks to the Almighty God, things have changed. Change for the better because this nation is moving forward. Mr. President,
Oman FM.
It is my special privilege to read to those who are now coming and the generations after us and those with us the little message that was put together by the National Council of Elders. Quote, we are passing through an important and exciting phase, not only in the reconstruction and development of our country, but also in the struggle for a clearer perception of our social responsibility and a sobering understanding of the meaning of progress.
Oman FM.
In this great task of building our nation, all of us have a vital part to play. It is this task that we of the National Council of the Elders, as all party members and supporters and citizens of this great country, to rededicate ourselves in loyalty and patriotism for the service of the NPP and Ghana. The loyalty and patriotism we talk about is not just ideal, but challenges. We believe times demand new thinking, innovation, imagination, and firm decision making. If we are to succeed in the development of the old and the young together must cultivate the virtues envisaged by our founding fathers. For example, property rights, rule of law, and the upholding of the rights of the individual. We should be brave, of good character, and humble and honest. These virtues are what we need to build Ghana, our beloved country, in order to make it prosperous. In all things, we should remember that the NPP is the hallmark for democracy, liberty, and freedom. When we are met with cynicism and doubts from those who ridicule the power of freedom and liberty, our answer should be that we in the NPP are resolved to walk in the sedate and sober strength to build this country for all, but not just for a privileged few, but all citizens of the years to come. On this auspicious occasion, the National Council of Elders wish all members of the party a happy anniversary. Unquote. Thank you very much.
Omanfm.
Thank you very much, Honorable Hackman Owusu-Agyemang. Before my dear sister, Honorable Dakun Newman, MP for
Hackman Owusu-Agyemang, elders wɔ amanyɔkuo mu yɛ company for twetwe wɛda no a ɔmo nkɔbɔ mu kuo no wɔ no ani dwomtɛni wakasa wie sese a na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔman biara betumi atu mpɔn a ɛwɔ sɛ nipa yɛ loyal sɛ wo no biribi a woyɛ no wontwentwa wo ho anamu na wompa wo ho akyiri afei ɛwɔ sɛ wɔman no yie die nso da yɛ akoma so wɔ sɛ yɛnya kokoduro ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde no kredie ɛyɛ adwuma na ɛwɔ sɛ ne yɛyɛ bia nso yɛbisa yɛn ho sampa ɛbɛboa Ghana na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ honest ɛwɔ biribi a yɛyɛ no na ɔkyerɛ sɛ NPP amanyɔkuo no mpanimfoɔ yɛde amanyɔkuo no baeɛ no wɛne nneɛma ahodoɔ a na-esi wɔ mu ani soɔ nneɛma ahodoɔ a wɔn gyina soɔ ɛde te amanyɔkuo yi sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn na yɛn nyinaa nso yɛda akyi atumi asi yɛyie ɛti wɔ sɛ ɛnyɛ ne nwanwa baabi amanyɔkuo no atumi anyina bɛduru ɛnnɛ ɛde tumi so ne mprenu kɔkɔɔ so na ɔkyerɛ sɛ NPP amanyɔkuo no wɔn wɔ nipa ɛde ma Ghana ɛti Ghana fo nkɔ so anso na NPP amanyɔkuo no bɛtumi aboa papapapa ama ɔmanfoɔ nyinaa nso wɔn ho atumi atɔ wɔn sɛ yɛtwɛn sɛ next speaker ɛbɛba na wabɛkasa na yɛ the general secretary of the New Patriotic Party Yevra John Boadu dodo no afɛ na Uncle JB wɔn na ɛba bɛkasa na wɔn yɛ hu amanyɔkuo yi sɛdeɛ ho hyehyɛ esitie yɛnkɔtie Uncle JB Yevra John Boadu.
We are the new Patriotic Party. We are the new Patriotic Party. The elephant is. You can't be sitting whilst the party's anthem is. The elephant is a winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. We have won to save Ghana. We have won to save Ghana. The elephant is a winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. Save Ghana. Oh. Rado. Thank you very much, National Chairman of our great party, Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Campaign Manager,
Omanfm,
Mr. Peter McMeno, Honorable Hakmo Uswajiman, Chairman of Council of Elders, Honorable Cecilia Dapa, Asabi, Stephen Intim, members of Parliament gathered here, colleague national officers, regional officers of the party. I've seen one major foot soldier from Kumasi who has joined us here today. Regional officers of the party, constituency officers across the country, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives and polling station members, and all new Patriotic Party members. I greet you and thank you for the good work that you've done for this party for all these years. Wednesday, the 28th of July, 2021, marked the 29th anniversary of our beloved New Patriotic Party. Being such a significant milestone in the life of our party and country, we rightly so should have been climaxing this anniversary with the necessary grandeur. However, due to the new normal imposed by COVID-19, we chose to have a limited media engagement rather than the full participatory celebration that this occasion deserves. Yes, indeed, the New Patriotic Party deserves to celebrate its contribution to the 29 years of democratic growth in this country. The MPP is a center-right political party. We believe in inclusive government for stability and prosperity. We believe in a Ghana beyond age, fostered through democratic practice for sustained economic growth. We believe in the private sector. We believe in individual enterprise. We believe in the family system, and we believe in the protection of the human rights of its citizens. Above all, we believe in listening and including all and sundry in the governance of our country. This anniversary marks the longest period of democratic practice in our country since independence. In the period, Ghana has earned an enviable reputation for political stability and security. Political stability is a valuable brand to be cherished, protected, and enhanced. The MPP therefore takes this opportunity to congratulate all stakeholders who have supported the growth of the Fourth Republic. Diverse political parties, the judiciary, parliament, the executive including public servants, the media, independent governance institutions of states, traditional authorities, security agencies, faith-based organizations, civil society, including but not limited to organized labor, professional associations, welfare associations, academics, students, traders, farmers, teachers, health workers, drivers, contractors, and artisans, the public services, the private sector, and the international community have all contributed immensely to the stability that has enabled this celebration today. Being our birthday, the biggest thanks goes first of all to the Almighty for bringing us this far. We also are very thankful to the founding fathers and mothers of our great tradition. From the days of the UGCC in the 1940s to the days of the Ghana Congress Party, the National Liberation Movement, the Northern People's Party, the Togolese Congress Party, the Gashifimope, the United Party, the Progress Party, and the Popular Front Party. This is our roots. We also remember the stalwarts who sacrificed their wealth, time, intellect to nurture and grow rule of law and individual rights in Ghana. Since the occasion calls for it, I will attempt to mention but a few in no particular order. mixing the old and the not too old, accepting that though it's impossible to name all the heroes and heroines of democracy here, they are known to the history of Ghana and especially to the group of the New Patriotic Party tradition. Forgive me in advance for the many significant omissions for those who stand in line on the last day to add up to our winning vote tally. Are all heroes and deserve to be mentioned. I must also say that on this occasion, we thank our youth wing, our women's wing, our Nasara wing of our party. We also thank our vibrant youth at our various tertiary institutions that we've codenamed TESCON, and also thank our diaspora branches of our party. We also, on this occasion, thank all our voluntary groups that every now and then join the party during, before, and after elections for their wonderful job and invaluable services that they've offered this party and this country. I must start quickly by letting you know that, just as I said, we receive our certificate. If it is a corporate organization, it will be certificate of incorporation on 28th of July 1992. And the first executives then, the national chairman was B.J. Darocha. The general secretary was Ejenim Boatin. The treasurer, and no doubt, he is now the chairman of the Council of Elders of our great party, Honorable Hakman Owusu Agyemang. And just as I said, the first national executive, apart from the 3 officers who were national officers of the party, we had reps representing the various regions. We then had 10 regions. We have Frank Abieze Emisa, representing Western region. We have John Bosu Kwesispio, representing Central region. We have Henry Odate Lamte, H.O. Lamte, representing Greater Accra. Yao Albert Osebre, representing Volta region. We have Malon Mark Stephen Yabuatin, representing Eastern region. We have Dr. Thomas Kwame Abuaje, who was the chairman of the party from the Ashanti region. We have Kojo Owusu Sechere, representing Bronafo region. We have Amadou Kalim, we popularly call Business, representing Northern region. We have Adam Amandi, representing Upper East. We have Abdullah Isahaku, representing Upper West region. This is the first National Executive Committee of the New Patriotic Party. We cannot, because I trace the history from UGCC. So there's a need for us to acknowledge our stalwarts who, throughout their toil, their hard work, and their resources, help in bringing this party this far. Omanfm. Power Grants, JB Dankwa, SD Dombo, K.A. Buzia, F. Awuno Williams, R.S. Blay, Yi Akufu Ado, J. Christensen, J.W. DeGraff Johnson, K. Bentil H. Enchil, Victor Owusu Aramponsa, Darocha I've mentioned already, Balfour Ose Akoto, Ato Okan, Saki Sek, B.K. Adama, Haruna Eseku, K.G. Owusu Bonsu, S.G. Anto, J.A. Kufuor, His Excellency, Alhaji Aliu Mahama, His Excellency, Dr. John Soforiata, M.K. Apalo, Mumuni Baomia, R.A. Kwashi, Kwesilamte, H.E.O. Obechebilamte, William Oforiata, K.G. Ofosu Ama, B.D.J. Forsen, K. Amwakutu 4, Honorable Hawa Yakubu, Albert Edubuahi, Peter Ala Ajete Jato Kaleo C.K. Tedam, Stephen Kereku, I think that Hakman Owusu Agyemang, Mark Menu, His Excellency the President, and a lot of you who were there at the start saw the great contribution from Stephen Kereku party. Odoe Size, Adam Amandi, Rita Sobaria, Safu Edu, Jani Selvi, Glazasma, Christian Church, Apia Minka, Teresa Tego, Michael Kwe, Aro Solomon, Nana Eddie Ankama, one of the longest serving regional chairmen for Eastern Region, K.A. Ejeda Akon, Agnes Okujeto, Kojo Entry Ejei, Amabuzia, Hakma Uso Ajima, I have not acknowledged already, Ken Nuwasu, Tome Ametopo, Peter McMahon, KK Sam, Davi Ama, Ajiri Blanson, IC Kwe, Dan Bochi, the General Secretary who took us for the first time to power. Kwamna Patels, Jacob Echebilante, Cecilia Banama, Takra Jima, Bishop, and Asante Echi, Yao Oben, Menu J. Addison, Barry Edu, Ejeni Mbwati, FT Sai, Alaji Maiga, Osafo Mafu, Cecilia Dapa, Abdul Rahman Salifu, that is COP, His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia, and of course, our human rights fighter and sitting president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. On an occasion like this, sometimes it's a painful history when we try to recall what we now see as democracy was fought for by gallant men. To quote Dr. J.B. Dankwa, his statement that was adopted by the New Patriotic Party, and I quote, "The party's policy is to liberate the energies of the people for the growth of a property-owning democracy in this land, with right to life, freedom and justice as the principles to which government and laws of the land should be dedicated in order to specifically to enrich life, property and liberty for each and every citizen." Way ahead of his time, Dr. Dankwa had clearly stated the nexus between freedom and democracy. An individual guaranteed the freedom to associate, move, speak, worship, and work within the confines of unambiguous rules of law. Is more productive person than one who is oppressed by an authoritarianism. Thus, the MPP's current motto, development in freedom. The freedoms and rights you and I enjoy today was fought for, especially from the forebears of our political tradition. In the famous case of R.E. Akoto and 7 others, the list of freedoms and individual rights under Article 13(1) of the First Republican Constitution of the 1960 was construed by the Supreme Court as not being enforceable. They were only for moral suasion to the president, who could choose to uphold them or not. However, by 1969, Chapter 4 of the Second Republican Constitution, and thereafter Chapter 5 and 6 of the 1979-1992 Constitution of the Third and Fourth Republican Constitution republicly, enshrine human rights and freedoms. The MPP is humbly proud of the role its forerunners, founders, members, sympathizers, and adherents played in contributing to enhancing the rule of law and expanding the ambit of freedom of speech, association, movement, and non-discrimination by virtue of status, gender, religion, and ethnic background. That is who we are. We are a party rooted in rich tradition and strong principles and values, which were relevant in the pre-independence era, relevant during the times of independence and its aftermath, and even more relevant today and forever. The fact that we are the only political tradition in the country that have survived all republics in pre- and post-independence Ghana, including the most cancerous dictatorial regimes, and have stood the test of time, can only be a vindication of the richness and greatness of our political tradition. A tradition that was not built around individuals, but it was built around strong principles and values. Since 1992, the NPP has been a champion of electoral reforms. We spearheaded the transition from opaque ballot boxes to transparent ballot boxes. We transitioned from black and white voter ID cards to color ID cards with pictures. We also was the first party in government who introduced picture ID cards for all citizens of our country. We used to have a situation where when the NDC was there, they limited picture ID cards to regional and district capitals alone, saying that it would be difficult for us to capture our brothers and sisters in the rural areas and in the hinterland. We felt that human beings are equal, so we must grant that opportunity for those in the districts and regions to also have picture ID cards. This is the tradition of the New Patriotic Party. We also ensured a quantum leap from a manual voter register to a biometric voter register and voting. In spite of the disruptive threats of COVID-19, Ghana's general elections of 2020 have been hailed as perhaps the cleanest, most peaceful, and free and fair. Major benchmarks set by our party, led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, are the full financing without recourse to foreign aid of the 2020 election. For the first time in the history of our country, we've had general elections. It was fully funded by our own internal resources and not foreign aid from any other person. Out of the 8 elections held under 1992 Constitution, the 2020 election is the first ever entirely funded by government. The NPP is truly leaving a mark on democratic practice in Ghana once again. That is who we are. On the economic front, every policy of the New Patriotic Party in government is designed to benefit as many Ghanaians as possible. Moving from democratic rule in 1992, the NDC had massive support from the World Bank and the IMF. Yet by the election year of 2000, the country was a highly indebted poor country. The NPP government of President Kufuor transformed the economy from a lower middle income status, found oil and gas in commercial quantities, restored and expanded cocoa production, and expanded the financial sector. President Kufuor also initiated the introduction of National Youth Employment Program and introduced the novel communication service tax to help fund job creation and social initiatives. President Kufuor directed and pioneered the unprecedented denomination of the Ghana's currency at a point CD was equivalent to the dollar. Growth rose from 3.7 in 2000 to over 8.7 by 2008. President Kufuor led Ghana into its first ever international bond market and took Ghana out of the straitjacket of IMF and World Bank policies subscribed by the NDC. The NDC unfortunately won in 2009 from a growth of 8%. By the time they lost power in 2016, they had brought the growth down to 3.7%. Ghana went back again to the strict restrictions of the World Bank, including ban on employment, arrears to service providers had piled up, and there was a debt overhang impeding the energy sector that led to the Doomsor lexicon entering encyclopedia of the world. For the first time, Doomsor was acknowledged as a word in the dictionary and encyclopedia as a result of NDC incompetence. We took over again in 2017 when growth was 3.7%, Within just 2-3 years, by 2019, we've increased growth from 3.7% to 8.5%. We've restored macroeconomic stability. We've restructured our public debt profile. We've tamed DUSO and dealt with the financial sector crisis decisively. Over 2 million jobs were generated and initiated in agriculture and industry, which brought new hope. In April 2019, we had done well enough for the IMF to depart from direct control and revert to Article 4 consultation status. This is the new Patriotic Party for you. We successfully rolled out some integrated initiative towards agro-industry, which included 1 district, 1 factory, 1 district, 1 warehouse, 1 village, 1 dam, and planting for food and jobs. Heavy investments in the cocoa sector have resulted in the highest ever cocoa crop in Ghana, in excess of 1 million tons in the 2021 crop season. President Akufo-Addo has also championed a novel premium for cocoa farmers called the Living Income Differential, which pays farmers a substantial premium over and above subsisting world prices. Furthermore, with mobile money interoperability, enabling digital payments across diverse platforms, roping in 70% of the bankable population into the financial space. This has changed the face of banking in Ghana and is set to drive transactions in the African Continental Free Trade Area headquartered in Accra, which is another major plus for the new Patriotic Party and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's leadership. The president has also championed the successful establishment of a credible automobile assembly enclave in Ghana. Moreover, the revamped Ghana Enterprise Agency is set to drive the SME sector with appropriate policy support. Perhaps President Akufo-Addo's greatest achievement on the fiscal front is the expansion of the tax base by over 50 million names. This is a jump of nearly 5 times the number of taxable sources available, implying the possibility of no new tax or additional tax, yet with increase in revenues, as the current tax levels are applied to the vastly expanded base. This is progressive tax system that has been introduced. I must say, without any ambiguity, NPP, despite its center-right ideology, has implemented more social intervention programs than any other political party in the history of this country. Despite the fact that we are a center-right political party, because we care for the masses, we care for the poor, there's no party in this country that has implemented more social intervention program than the new Patriotic Party. Kufuor established the National Health Insurance and provided free maternal health care. He introduced the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty for indigent families and provided a capitation grant and the Ghana School Feeding Program. He undertook pension reforms, instilling sanity and bringing relief to retirees. He also initiated cocoa mass spraying, creating new jobs, higher yields, and increased incomes in the cocoa sector. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has also continued with innovative social interventions. One of his greatest legacies is free senior high school education. This is set to provide a literate society which will ensure skills and technical innovation to feed the industrialization drive of our government. We have also delivered 1 constituency, 1 ambulance program, a drone service for delivery of medical supplies. This is the first time, and our drone service here is one of the best in Africa, if not in the world. We quickly restored teacher training allowances that was scrapped by our predecessors. We also restored nursing training allowances. We introduced allowances for Arabic and Islamic instructors under the National Volunteer Service Program, and the absorption of examination registration fees for BEC and WASI candidates. He also brought NAPCO, which employed over 100,000 graduates. You remember that before we came, before 2017, we were under the strict aprons of the IMF. As part of the condition, employment had been freezed. Because of the innovative policies of our government, we were able to get out of the aprons of the IMF, and by this, we were able to introduce NAPCO, which employed over 100,000 of our youthful people or youthful Ghanaians of our country. Now, NAPCO employees are being absorbed into permanent jobs in the public sector. The Zongo Development Fund that was established is also expected to transform the lives of many youth through skills training as well as modern sports facilities in selected communities. The NPP government is the champion of rapid digitization of government services to improve access and turnaround time, reduce human contact, and ensure integrity of payments and receipts and the quality of records. Paperless POS system, digital address system, online passport application and processing system, online production of driving licenses, national identification card system, national health insurance system are all taking government service delivery to a new level. The recent launch of the Ghana.gov platform will make things even better, as most government services may be accessed online from the comfort of your home or offices. Omanfm. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the best ways of preventing corruption, including minimizing human contact and strengthening the capacity of regulatory and monetary enforcement agencies. President Kufuor legislated the strengthened public procurement and internal audit systems. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has enhanced the legal framework and invested heavily in improving the financial and operational capacity of independent regulatory and oversight agencies, including the judiciary, SHRAD, IOCO, security services, and parliament. The MPP has also established the Office of Special Prosecutor with unprecedented independent powers to initiate investigations and prosecute corruption. He has also ensured that after pending in Parliament for over 20 years, the right to information bill or legislation has been passed. We've also passed a new Companies Act and also passed Land Acts to ease bottlenecks in the private sector. As for free speech, both Presidents Kufuor and Akufo-Addo are enthusiasts of the media and media freedoms. They significantly enhance the space for engagement with the repeal of the criminal libel law. President Nana Addo Dankwa has gone further with the passage of the age-long right to information bill and also set up the Right to Information Commission. Free speech has expanded tremendously, especially with the heightened resort to social media. Along with the expansion has come investment in infrastructure and services, creating a new brand of jobs, incomes, and multiple channels of feedback. The vibrant social media culture has led to the establishment of one of the most successful and enviable social media corporations in the form by Google and Twitter. They've established their corporate office here to take care of the whole of Africa. This tells you that the business environment in Ghana is very, very peaceful. Ladies and gentlemen, friends in the diaspora and stakeholders, Politics as practiced now is the best alternative out of all the governance systems Ghana has experienced since independence. We've had one-party rule, we've had military rule, we've had authoritarianism, we have also tried the Westminster parliamentary system. Arguably, none of those systems endured because they did not provide the inclusiveness and participation that we crave as governors and the governed. Mistakes will obviously be made, but the endurance of the Fourth Republic in the face of fierce partisanship demonstrates that the democratic institutions and processes, however slow and uncertain, is the best way to go. Mr. Chairman, I am pleased to once again inform the Ghanaian people that very soon the party will provide the opportunity in every neighborhood for you to register your name and join this great tradition. We have also initiated setting up of the Party Institute that will take party people through the study of communication, policy analysis, our ideology, understanding our ideology, research, and other related political issues. The MPP humbly asks that you support the party school to succeed, to further enrich policy delivery and democratic process. Ladies, I cannot end my review of the past 29 years without a comment on the global COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic threatens our very way of life, affecting not only our health, but also disrupting businesses and social activities. Due to COVID, the IMF estimated that the global economy would contract by 3.5%, and there will be a reduction in trade of 9.6%. It is instructive to note that in the year 2020, less than 30 countries throughout the world recorded a positive growth, and Ghana was one of them. In Ghana, swift mobilization of technical, material, and financial resources, as well as smart planning, have led to a quick rebound from a depression in growth of 0.4%. We are estimating that by the end of the year, we'll grow by 4.7%. Other countries are growing in negative numbers. If you check other countries and their debt profile, from 2019 to 2000, most of the countries are having debt deficit of over 10% increments throughout the world. In some cases 20%, in some cases 10%. So the debt overhang and debt difficulties are things that are with us throughout the world, but we have taken the bold step. We are not seeing what is being seen in other worlds where people are dying by the day. The president has taken the bold initiative, and his initiative with a statement that he made, that he knows what to do to bring our economy back to life. What we do not know how to do is to bring people back to life. This is an iconic statement that the whole world has taken cue from, and our government is running top high in the management of COVID. I want to plead that it is not over yet. Let us continue to observe the safety protocols, and it is our own life that we are observing. And I believe that with the sterling leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we shall make headway. We shall make headway. The new patriotic party shall make headway. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, we continue to extend a hand of hope to our foot soldiers and youth, and assure them that they will always remain the heart and soul of the party. The longer the party manages Ghana, the more likely we will all enjoy inclusive growth. The longer MPP manages Ghana, the more opportunities for new jobs and higher incomes. The longer MPP manages Ghana, the more social intervention like free education and improved healthcare. The longer MPP manages Ghana, the more the private sector will expand with jobs for the youth. On this note, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you. thank you for your attention. Assalamu alaikum.
107.1. This is how it is done. Oman,
thank you very much,
shaping the nation.
Once again, let me acknowledge the presence of Home-Based TV, ETV Ghana, Happy FM, Kingdom TV and Radio, GH1, Star FM, Metro TV, Joy News, Soon to Me TV and Radio for your live telecast. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for the 29th anniversary is NPP at 29, a tradition for stability, prosperity, and continuity. NPP at 29, a tradition for stability, prosperity, and continuity. Mr. DJ, also let me acknowledge the presence of the majority leader in Parliament, the Honorable Osei Chairman Sabonsu. So DJ, if you are ready, can we have a minute of musical interlude? Then I will introduce the main man for the day. Thank you.
Oman FM. 107.1. This is how it is done. Oman, shaping the nation. .107.1. This is how it is done. Oman, shaping the nation.
Flag bearer, President Kofo Baye, now it's me winning 2000. Edema, the new patriotic party, Edmu Nepal, Edema, Oman Ghana, Wabobo Bonina, so Eddie Atre, Nana, the Dunko Kufa Baye, Nepal, Wakekani, so the Atre, and people among your phone will be 29 years of his existence. Omaya, the Papa, and Yasim Kuma, Cecia Minemoka said, Omanfm ya Ghana, His Excellency Nana Kufuado, Oduna or ye crowd on Babakasa. Yenti will Rasami who are bravo introducing.
I have the singular honor to introduce to you the former Member of Parliament, former Attorney General and Minister for Justice, former Foreign Affairs Minister under President Kufuor, and again, our previous flag bearer, and currently the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo.
.107.1. This is how it is done. Oman, shaping the nation. Shaping the nation, Oman. Shaping the nation, Oman. Oman FM, Oman FM, Oman FM. Oman FM. Oman FM.
Mr. Vice President, National Chairman of our party, General Secretary, the national officers, the Chairperson of the Council of Elders, Majority Leader and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, brothers and sisters of the New Patriotic Party.
Oman FM.
Yesterday, the nation celebrated the beginning of its fight for freedom that was lit on the 4th of August in Salpond, 1947. By one of those coincidences that perhaps have divine blessing, today we're celebrating the 29th anniversary of the New Patriotic Party, the party that has dedicated itself to advancing the ideals and values that were established on that day, the 4th of August, 1947.
Oman FM. Oman FM.
The political tradition that was born on that day has gone through a lot of challenges, a lot of turbulence, a lot of difficulties, but has consistently emerged stronger and stronger. So today, the challenges that confront our country, the difficulties that we have been plunged into by the COVID, is going to give us the opportunity to grow stronger and stronger.
Oman FM.
And that strength, that strengthening of our party, its organs, is going to mean one thing, and I'm very, very confident of it, that on the 7th of December 2024, the new MPP presidential candidate is going to win the election of 2024.
Oman FM. Oman FM.
Our objective, our responsibility is to do whatever it is necessary to make sure that that victory is forthcoming. We have to continue our way forward in Ghana. We cannot accept the backsliding that takes place every now and then. It hasn't benefited our nation, and it will not benefit our nation. The foundations that we're laying today for the prosperity of our nation are going to be shaken if again, through our own fault, we allow the path to progress to be diverted. Yes, the nation is facing challenges, difficulties. But these challenges and difficulties can and will be overcome. They can and will be overcome because we have the policies, we have the program, and we have the values that will enable us to continue our journey of development in freedom.
Oman FM.
So, I'm very happy that I have the opportunity as president to celebrate this day, because my whole life has been dedicated to the struggle of our party. And I'm happy that on such an occasion, one of the most valiant men on that day, the 28th of July 1992, who was then our national treasurer and did so much to bring into being the certificate that we received on that day, is today here with us as chairperson of the Council of Elders.
Oman FM.
He's standing here for all the others who have gone ahead to meet their maker. He's standing here as a symbol of the continuity of our party. And I'm very, very privileged to be part of that history of struggle, of that history of progress, of that history of loyalty to the best principles of Ghana. It's difficult for us today to celebrate the occasion with the abandon and the freedom we would have liked. We cannot overlook this awful pandemic that has hit the world and our country. And that is why we have to do our celebration in a muted way. But be that as it may, everybody who subscribes to the values of development and freedom, the values of the MPP, wherever you are, abroad or at home, today is a day for celebration. And it's a day that we're able to say, with our chest held high, that we continue to be in the service of our country. Thank you so much for your presence here.
Omanfm
continue this, our struggle. Thank you.
Omanfm 107.1. This is how it is done. Oman, shaping the nation.
NPP amanyoko no wote no 1992 no enema hodo na ye wo mani swade hunu ema wo man Ghana no enne amanyoko ya pen ho pa atumi achieve abroso mpo wo mo sa fa ma na abroso no chese ye no kwe amanyoko yi ene